Not that there's
We're
anything here,
late.
just That's beautiful. Quint, that's why we pay you the big bucks here.
Yay. I actually took a pay cut so that, I don't show up in the opening credits.
I'm just gonna like AIify all of our faces, and then we'll just
Mm.
Oh no.
and then I'll just get like paid actors to just be you guys, but it's an AI doppelganger who's like doing the video recording.
Hello. I am Quintus Cook. I am hungry.
Big surprise. Quint is hungry. Wow.
I must consume.
Flesh.
Top
Top
tier.
tier. Great voice acting. I mean, we can get that guy who he voiced, was it Jude, right?
Christian Potenza.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then what's his name from Total Drama, right?
Yeah, he Chris something
Chris
from
McLean.
Total Drama. Yeah, there you go. He's really just using his real voice in both of those
That is
roles,
hilarious.
and his real personality in the second one. But yeah, it's pretty great.
Did not paint the guy in a nice picture there. Using Chris McLean as his personality, you say?
Yeah, maybe in the early seasons. I have watched one or two Total Drama Island compilations, and he does get progressively more unhinged as the series continues.
That's what I've understood too. Apparently, there's like some spin-off now where they're like babies, like they literally went Muppet Babies with the Total Drama crew.
Wow.
Man, don't you love watching
Yep.
just capitalism at work? It breeds innovation, you know.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh yeah, that's so innovative.
Oh,
It's all the same characters you know and love, but
but
different.
babies. It's
But
such a
babies.
great business model that Akira Toriyama is doing it with Dragon Ball.
Mm.
We not talk about that atrocity.
I will withhold judgment until I see it. But
Some things should not be
they
touched.
really went, what if we take the cast of Dragon Ball and make them babies? They did.
No, they did not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I thought it
educating
was
myself
a.
right
I
now.
thought it was a joke at first when I started
Like
seeing stuff on
people were
Facebook.
expecting them to announce the continuation of Dragon Ball Super because it ended after the Tournament of Power, but the manga never stopped, right?
Mm.
So that's what people were expecting. What they got was a spin-off where it's the it's the exact same setup for what Dragon Ball GT was, where Pilaf makes a wish on the Dragon Balls to turn Goku into a child again, but he messes up his wording or something happens and just the whole universe gets turned into children.
All I'm getting
Oops.
is just a bunch of vinyl stickers that says "Baby" on board with the Dragon Ball Z font. Yep,
Tracks.
that's great.
Hold on, see if I can get like, because I was like, oh look, Kid Goku, what a novel, what a novel idea, but like it's just the whole cast, like everybody, Piccolo, Vegeta, Trunks, like they're all just children, but the children don't change ages, so it's Goku becomes Goten's age. Why not?
Oh no. No, 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 no. Okay, so I got my Scar in there, I got my Trustworthy in there, that's all working, looks like, so.
And there you go, just to haunt you guys' dreams. There's some official artwork for you.
Wow.
Bruh,
Wow.
it's just chibi
It is
Dragon Ball.
very like 90s/early 2000s chibi drawings. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's, oh my god. That's literally Goten though.
It's so good.
This episode of Into the Maelstrom brought to you in part by Dragon Ball Z. Not financially,
No.
but the content.
I mean, like, I definitely got my taste for adventure stories from Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, and all of your plot
Like,
points. I'm sure.
as a child, I still remember Namek will explode in 5 minutes, and then 15 episodes later.
How many? Yeah, I was gonna say how many? Close enough.
Yep.
I just remember when they reset that halfway and then restarted the show at the beginning. I think I was on the phone with my friends for about 3-4 hours just ranting on being like, how could they? Now we have to wait X amount of episodes.
Oh
Yep.
man.
So awesome.
Okay, so like you know how like weird like kids' brain do weird connections things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah.
for the longest time,
Yep. Oh,
I thought
yes.
The Fifth Element and Total Recall were the same movie.
Oh yeah. No, I can see that.
But this
makes
is
sense.
like
Yeah.
a similar one, where I thought Mr. Popo was just a male Jinx from Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could see it.
Everything about Mr. Popo and Jinx. Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
they made Jinx purple and Popo blue, so
That I had one of those tracks.
anyway, Tazik's not here to give us a last time. Oh dear, how do we know what happened last time?
Is last time episode even public, or is that bonus content?
Oh, that is true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Peek behind the curtain. I went to listen to it last week, and it was not uploaded,
wasn't.
so I have
It
not
should
heard
have
it
been.
yet.
Oh.
No, I looked for
I'm
it too, and same
see,
thing.
clearly
'Cause I
I'm on
missed that
top of
session.
things, guys. Like
Very much so.
Clearly,
yes, that's
it's
right,
bonus
good.
content.
Bonus
Hey.
content.
That's what I'm hearing.
Joe, oh,
Hey.
it is the
Welcome.
boy.
There he be.
It is
Yes.
the man.
Here comes that boy.
I was,
Let's go. Look at us. Look at us
Waffled so hard. We
waffling.
just spent the last 10 minutes.
We
ranting about
successfully
Dragon Ball.
waffled.
here we come, a waffling we go.
Oh, one more thing, GM, because I just made changes to my sheet. If you already had existing tokens, they probably
Oh,
won't have the
good to know.
changes.
Good to know. So I'm just going to.
So if you want, I could probably just make rolls from my character sheet for anything that would be
Well, I
relevant
haven't
to those
loaded any of your
changes.
characters on
for the time being.
On anything that we haven't already been to. But I was going to drop you guys back onto Bismarck's Pleasure, but I'm just going to go ahead and delete all your tokens off of it, and then you guys can just reload yourselves in. Because you guys can click and drag your own tokens, right?
Oh,
I think.
We can once they
create
exist, but I don't
them?
think we
That's
can
no
create them.
That's easy enough to do.
No.
Have you guys bookmarked right here at the top, so it's nice and easy to go. Good.
I can confirm I cannot drag it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't either.
not yet in game, so
Yeah, no worries.
I will not be able to say.
Take your time. And,
God, my face is giant.
You know what? Just for the fun of it, remember this guy? Oh yeah, it's that guy.
Hey,
Oh, he's
special
gone. He
guest
got his Skype
appearance. Oof.
Still got the old artwork on
What?
that token.
No, you don't. Stop it. I've updated this.
The hover over has
I've
the right
updated
artwork.
this
The,
Let me
the
reload.
actual
So
token
many
itself.
times. No, you're right.
It is the incorrect art.
I've
Yeah.
updated that more times than I care to.
It's vexing you.
It is appearance. Okay. Morgan Blackheart 2, I think, is the one I want, right? Is that the one? No, I can't remember.
Good enough.
Oh, I hope it's that one. 'Cause I got-
Where's my camera?
Yep,
All right, we do it live.
Select update token. Oh,
Live do it, we.
let's see what I just did there. Aha! Okay, good. All right, I gotta go let my cat out because she screams at the door to be let in, and then when she's in, she screams at the door to be let out.
As you do.
We're back.
Well, guys, we are 15 minutes into the session, and the cat's already out of the bag.
Oh man, he's so far to the bag. He's getting out of the room.
You know what needs to make a comeback? You know what's really been missing from the internet for the past 8 years?
No.
The one element of internet culture that I hadn't realized I've been experiencing a really heavy withdrawal is gaming montages.
Oh,
Just really aggressive, bad poorly edited.
Over edited
Yeah.
Oh man, what
trick
was
shot
his name?
montages and stuff.
The guy who did it for Overwatch, I think, was mostly. Oh, he had the most like over aggressive and like stimulating montages ever.
Pretty great. Brings me back to the good old days of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Back in my day, that was the first real competitive multiplayer format. It really revolutionized the genre.
Back in my day, we used 3.5mm floppy disks.
Oh, dude. Please give me those floppies back.
Don't copy that floppy.
I'm, for the sake of PG, I'm not touching any of that.
Nope. Let's leave that where it is.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, I guess to get us kind of on track here, assuming Tazik, you are ready.
I am ready.
Excellent, excellent. So, maybe we'll relegate the last session we had to a bit of bonus content here. Follow me on Patreon. Link in the description.
Do it.
Pluggy plug, yeah.
But
Patreon.com/Let's Throw Dice. I don't know if
that
that's
is
the real link.
Good job, Season.
Like and follow us
I
on
studied.
all of the things.
Yes, like, follow, subscribe, give me money.
Ooh. Did you replace RuneScape Rat
Tazik should
with
be above
Tazik?
RuneScape Rat. So, he is above RuneScape Rat, but he does not appear above RuneScape Rat. What happened there?
Yeah.
That's fine.
There we go.
Layering shenanigans.
Oh wait, never mind. That's how layers work. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, it would have been funny just to have the rat spinning there anyway, you know. Okay, so, well,
It's apropos.
we can do a quick reminder of what happened last time on Let's Throw Dice, but it was pretty much you guys left the Fort Scatawag, right? With your brand new hitchhiker, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Smooth brain and smooth brain.
Yes, that's right. Smooth brain,
Smooth brain and old brain.
Yeah.
brain, and possibly undead brain.
Yep.
I love how like just the implicit trust you guys have for this random dude you found in a cave.
There's no implicit trust.
There was no trust. What do you mean? We didn't even leave him alone. We all went back to the boat
You're
together.
assuming there's not a keg
We
of
leave him alone
gunpowder under
once.
his bed just in case Tazik needs it.
Right. Like there's no implicit trust. It's just it's a relationship of convenience and
It's a
necessity.
bold assumption that you could kill him if you tried.
I don't need to kill him. I just need to launch him into space.
Facts.
Physics,
Facts.
my friend. Physics.
Now, if you could do that without destroying the ship you're on,
Oh, it'll probably destroy the ship too, but let's face it.
sank the ship I was on just to kill the captain.
Either that or Tazik develops shaped charge explosives.
No, what you need to do is just like have multi-stage explosives, right?
It's true. The first one launches him above the ship, and then the next one blows him into outer space.
That's
Yeah, the Galarian space
right,
program.
That's right. I mean, I think there
This
is
is
an
how we
adventure
play
path that
Starfinder.
does take you to space, and I think
called
surprisingly it
Starfinder.
isn't Iron Gods.
Yep.
I think it's Shatterstar. Yeah,
mean,
one
that
of
would
them,
also track.
something like that. But anyway, that's not one of these campaigns.
To the smoke pillar.
To the smoke pillar. So, but I guess with some hints to what happened behind the scenes, anything special happened 2 weeks ago now? Because last week we had those technical difficulties.
Of mutiny and rat folk.
Mutiny, you say?
That's all I'm saying.
That's a bit. I guess.
That's
I guess.
just
I guess the real RP thing here would be. Does anyone want to fill in Morgan on what happened last week? Because I've purposely left Agnes a little in the dark.
I'm a little rusty, but I guess I could try. The party found themselves on the boat at about 3 in the morning.
Quint got a knock on his door, and it was our friendly neighborhood spook, and he seemed quite disturbed and alarmed, and
One might
he
even
said the word
say
mutiny.
spooked.
Whoa, I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, he was spouting about mutiny, and he said it several times, and Quint took that pretty seriously. Like, yo, 1 sec, just so you know, wrong person hears that, you are dead. Like, I can't help you. Now, say that again. And Spook still insisted there was a mutiny. So, Quint, with his amazing ability to read people, was realized the seriousness of the situation, and I believe rolled a natty 2 for a 1, but it might have been a 1 for a 0.
2 for
That's
1.
No, it was 2 for a 1.
nice.
2 for a 1 is
2 for
right
1's
there.
always
It's
fun.
actually still on the. It's actually still on the.
Oh, look
on
at
the
that!
list,
That's
yep.
great. Yes, with a total result of a 1 on the sense motive, Quint was like pretty rapidly realized the seriousness of the situation and took him right to our Captain Eldon, and more or less had Spook repeat the story. Now, the story that was spoken was that during this 5 days that we were gone, Owlbear had eaten through most of the supplies and then had mutinously, lecherously broken into, I believe, the galley, which was deemed off limits, and apparently. The only thing that had talked Owlbear down from his mutinous behavior was Dinner, our friendly neighborhood chicken that is not a familiar, nothing special about them. And he, when the captain heard the story, I think Eldon, a few pieces fell into place for him. I don't want to put words in Eldon's mouth, of course, but more or less he's like, okay, I don't think this was a mutiny. I think Owlbear was just really hungry. And also, if it was a mutiny, why would the animals stop it? And Quint was like, it sounded a lot more serious under deck. I'm sorry, guys. And that is my abridged SparkNotes version of the events. But of course, it's lost much of the charm, so I highly recommend you, wonderful viewers, take the time to listen back. If it's not available on our normal feed, you know where to find it.
Patreon.com/.
And if you don't, yes, that's
Let's
a
throw
right.
dice. Patreon.com/Let's Throw Dice.
Exactly.
Throw dice.
Yeah.
Just get the ASMR plugging.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Rain Shadow. Sorry.
Patreon.com.
Sorry, that
Let's
was
throw
segue to the
dice.
ad spot there for a sec.
We can only hope. We can only hope, you know?
No,
No.
we're not hoping for that.
Let's hope for a good game. And I will fire shots. Let's hope for a good game.
Yeah, actually,
Clash of Clans.
Honestly,
I mean, it's still better than Raid.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's better. At least that game has
Genshin
development.
I mean, we could really hope for, like,
Eh,
Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous next expansion or something like that.
Oh,
That'd be the
dude,
dream,
okay,
you
listen,
know?
The
Owlbear
next-
Games.
what Rogue Trader?
Oh,
Rogue
yeah,
Trader's
if
in
we get
dev.
Rogue Trader, like, that's the shit.
Rogue
Yeah.
Trader's in dev.
Yeah, I would play the shit out of some Rogue Trader RP.
Did we say Rogue Trader enough yet?
We
definitely
we tried to start that a while back. We tried it. It just never got any legs because we couldn't schedule
Adulting
anything
is hard.
because of
I
our
am
life. But
so down for Rogue Trader.
Who wants to
Yeah.
do capitalism?
I was pretty down
in
for that one, too.
Space?
I'm doing capitalism in space. I'm doing tyranny in space.
who
You're doing
doesn't?
capitalism in space. You're doing Rogue Trader wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to put Rogue Trader into my list of books to reread because I could probably run a game of Rogue Trader.
Rogue Trader is almost exclusively England in the 1700s. Oh, that's a very nice country. We're going to take all of it and take it back to England.
And then decide we don't like any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna put it in a museum and take all those spices and not use them.
I see that you're spicing your meat. Have you considered boiling it, sir? Unsalted water is really the best. You'll find that a little sprinkle of pepper really gives it a nice kick at the end.
So
It's much too spicy.
that may have been old England. New England is like, Vindaloo, let's go.
Yeah.
You mean it's technically considered an industrial grade acid? Perfect.
Oh, dude, I could go for some Vindaloo. Okay, Indian Village. Let's go.
I'm down.
Yep.
See you guys next week.
We just streamed D&D for
Food
Indian
break.
Village. That would be spectacular.
The first in-person
Us in
session.
an Indian restaurant.
set up in a
Oh,
random
see, here's what it is.
restaurant.
Instead of dice rolls, whenever you want to like do something, you have to eat a spoonful of spicy Vindaloo, like the spiciest they have.
I'm down. Pretty sure everyone
All
here would
right.
be okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be alright.
I wouldn't be
I might
okay with
regret it later, but
following
I would be down. I'd be down
Oh,
in the moment. I would regret
Granted, I
it.
gotta watch Indian Village because they have spice levels. If I ask for their high spice levels, they will actually give it to me.
I think I had their
So not like the
yeah.
usual white people where
Third
it's like,
highest
oh yeah, we'll
level.
give it to you, and it's like butter chicken.
I had their
No,
third highest spice level, and I was dying.
Yeah,
I was
I remember that.
Challenge
dying.
accepted.
It was good. I finished it, but I was dying.
Oh yeah, full different color change, like sweat from here up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Hold on. Back on track here. Back on track. Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
We're
Dungeons
definitely
and
not
Dragons.
getting to that encounter tonight.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
We could probably get this wrapped
What's
up
that,
in
a
about an
distraction?
hour, I think.
All right. So.
What's
so
that
there's-
on the
there's
horizon?
A little bit of tidbits I do want to feed you guys, because you guys have had a full 24 hours on your shift, because it took about 3 days to get there, and the smoke pillar you saw at the end of the first day, so you still have another day of driving, or sailing, I should say, to get to where you're going. So I do want to say, let you guys know that overnight, while you're sleeping, you guys are visited with some dreams, right? And now. Quint, while you're sleeping, you find yourself, you wake up in the morning, you look down at whatever it is Quint uses for a pillow. I can't imagine it's actually a pillow. What?
It was at one point a sack of rice, but it is now empty.
Okay, well, your burlap sack is coated with drool, and you just wake up like with your what's the word I'm looking for here? You can't help but think of just like the some fresh Tiaxin, right? Tian? What's the name of the not Asia again?
Tianja?
Tian.
I believe so. Yes.
Southern Tianese flatbread.
Oh, that was an image in
Tianja.
my head.
Being pulled out of their underground ovens. Like you're just like salivating in your sleep, just thinking about this delicious bread pulled out of those below ground ovens. And Tazak, you're reminded of those lonely nights on the road, sitting around a campfire to keep you warm, huddled around it, and just that bit of solitude and being out by yourself. It just makes you feel a little more comfortable, right? And you wake up and you still get that like beautiful campfire smell tickling the back of your sinuses when you open your eyes.
Man, I gotta have a bath.
Morgan, you are 100% reminded of being back home and enjoying those late night parties on the beach with your family. Loving every second of it with Not But the Stars and the cook fires to keep you to keep the night lit, you know. And my boy, my fair Eldon, you, sir, are, of course... And now I'm suddenly blanking on your backstory. I had this all written down. It's what I get. It's what I get for being prepared. I do much better when I wing it. Have you guys noticed that?
That's the secret, dog.
The
It is.
secret.
It is the secret. That popular book that like tore up the shelves. That you feel like you Googled at one point to find out what it was. That was the secret.
Just
Fucking
wing it.
Mhm.
You know, that's the problem. That's why we haven't gotten Winds of Winter yet. Is that Martin isn't winging it anymore.
Yeah.
I've just given up on that ever coming out. Not happening in this
Yeah.
lifetime.
Reasonably, yeah.
I'm just hoping for the last of the wind or song, or sorry, Name of the Wind, Patrick Rothfuss.
Ooh, that's next year, I think. Isn't
He's waffled back and forth about it, but the hope is there. He's just really, really worried about not like disappointing his fans, so it kind of makes him have anxiety, which I understand. Like he's great. Anyways,
Oh, okay. Now I remember why. There you go. Found my note. Okay, Eldon, you are visited in your dreams by the sight of the wormwood sinking below the waves, with the those odd explosions going off as the ship sinks into the inky blackness of the night, and all of you wake up feeling actually pretty good. I'm going to give you guys a free +1 on whatever roll you want because you just feel relaxed, warm, and fuzzy.
Can Quint take a moment to study the floorboards of his room?
Sure.
Okay, that'll be perception. Sounds good. I'm going to use Halfling Luck, and I'm going to use that +1 real quick. Do I have any hero points? Yeah. I'm also going to use... No, they don't stack. Okay, I'll hold on to my hero point. This is taking 10 times longer to click than I thought.
You can do it. I believe in you.
There we go. Boom. Not too shabby. Total of a 13.
So what is it about your floorboards that interests you? Like, what are you looking for here?
I just want to study the wood grain.
Okay. It's a fine.
Yeah.
oak.
Can I source where it's from?
Source where it's from.
No, don't do it. I'm just
I was gonna
fucking
say,
around.
You really can't. Not on a 14 and not with an untrained eye.
Damn. Oh well,
I could,
it was worth
honestly,
it.
I'd probably argue appraise could maybe tell you like the origins of a ship, or the wood of a ship. Maybe
I just
carpenter,
Professional carpenter.
Yeah.
professional.
Craft
yes,
carpentry.
to be honest, Quint has craft carpentry.
Just
Oh
see
my
Quint
God.
like prying up the floorboards in order to make handles for his new knives.
Yep.
That's okay. We got a board. We got a big old board from
Yeah.
from the fishmonger. We're good.
Yep.
He's got lots to whittle.
He's pretty whittle.
Quint's
himself.
got plans. Oh my
That's
God.
Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
he's a whittle
Shit.
whittler.
We offer this for free.
He's calling a halfling short racist. Speciest?
It's racial.
For sure. Yeah, but there's
Like their name is literally a halfling, implying half of a normal creature. Like I don't think calling them short is really that really going to be
I
that
don't know,
out of
well, I
line.
mean, how does the resident halfling feel about that?
He's got a complicated relationship with self-identity and halflings in general.
He identifies as
So-
a Goliath.
Excuse me, the Goliaths aren't in this
You are
game.
what you eat.
Not touching that.
You trying to get me?
I mean, Tazik is also small, so I guess
Tazik identifies
Would
as a
calling
rat
Tazik
folk. Like,
short
there's
piss him
no
off?
identity crisis there.
is Tazik bothered
Listen, I'll
by
have
being
you
called
know,
short?
my favorite character
Tazik-
I've ever played was 1.5 feet tall. Oh man, I should find if there was a way to fit scales into this, and I actually thought DMPCs were like okay.
Fuck it. DMPCs are great. Do it up, fam.
Depending on the circumstance,
Because
the
they
NPCs
can
can be a lot of
die.
fun.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, in my head, DMPCs exist as a way to re-rail an unrailed campaign.
Um,
I feel like
Yeah.
For me, they're just an excuse to throw the most random shitposty concepts at the party and see what sticks. And they all
Well,
do.
I mean, that's what I have my NPCs for. Like,
Always.
I mean, like, I guess
That's
in
fair.
fairness, Edmund kind of fits the DMPC role ish, close enough.
Close enough.
I would say dinner is
Yo,
much
dinner,
closer.
100%.
Dinner's the
Dinner
DMPC.
is my DMPC.
100%. Confirmed.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what makes him special. That's a
I always use
Yeah.
DMPCs to fill party roles. Like if there's a missing party role, I'll toss a DMPC and it's the healer or what have you. But
oh yeah, stuff like that. Like having healbot.exe going is totally fine by me.
Well, and actually, which may end up being a thing because we are going to look to pick up crew members at some point.
That is true. Like with Quint here, salvaging wood the floorboards, shipwright might be something you guys might be interested in.
we need to expand
Well,
this
is your
ship so
cabinet
it
being used?
doesn't use all the wood.
Quint played too much Minecraft back in Chiliax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just punching the wood floorboards and pillars.
No,
Trying
it's
to
cool.
pick up
If he
pieces
goes
of
to the
wood.
mast and he
100%.
punches out the bottom of it, the rest of it will stay floating. It's fine.
Oh.
It'll stay there.
Facts.
Yep. Yeah.
That's physics.
Hold on.
It is.
All right. So do we do anything in this square, Mr. DM?
Do we do what?
Do we encounter anything in this square since we've moved from the town of Hegsreach?
Oh, that's right. I should probably pop us back over to
We're-
the
we're on the
shackles,
boat.
shouldn't I?
Hey, I'm on the shackles anyway.
You're on the shackles. You should be on Bismarck's pleasure.
I logged in late,
Yep.
so I think that's why.
What?
Mm.
Interesting.
Weird. All right. Are we
Yeah,
all
I
on the
just put
shackles?
it
I'm
on
on the
I just
shackles.
activated
Yep.
the shackles.
You activated my
I think it's because that's where we
shackles.
left me last time, and I logged in late to the game, so
I think you must have logged in as I was loading Bismarck's pleasure.
probably.
All right. Well, encounter wise, no, nothing of interest happens here. So I guess that would take us to the next one, which will bring us to like midday. So you guys will be arriving into the square that has, or the hex that has a smoke trail in the evening. So, you guys can move the ship token, right? Or is that me?
Nay, I just tried.
Somebody can.
I can, but I might just be a superhero.
I think you're a superhero, which I'm okay with.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me go. Whoop.
Oh,
There you go. You
thank
guys
you.
move. And
Whee.
There's mouse over hints now.
yeah, you guys do travel a
Cricket.
bit, and nothing of particular excite happens overnight. You do bear witness to some sharks who are circling the boat once more. Something that you guys have clearly encountered in the past, and you know they aren't much harm. So unless you guys really want to go through the encounter and fight them, we can do that. But yeah,
One thing, aside from my really painful shitposting, is during this time, Quint would actually be trying to whittle some dinner plates out of whatever wood we were able to source. I do recall sourcing a weird, gnarly board, but I don't remember if Eldon & Co. were able to get any other actual lumber. But
Nay.
in the meantime, he will try to get two like large dinner plates. It really as many plates as he reasonably can from this wood, and it's very important that they're gigantic, like enough that it could like cover like a owlbear's face.
okay.
Like it's gotta be big.
So gotcha. Okay, well let's
Serving platters.
let's see, craft carpentry, my boy.
You got it. Now, I was shitposting earlier and using up all my resources, but this actually does feel a little relevant. Let's make these the fanciest goddamn plates ever made, because this is an act of religious
Oh,
That is
devotion.
the most hero pointy thing I think you've said in a while.
Yep, you got it. Hero point time. Let's see. Okay, craft carpentry. If you'll allow it, DM, I'll use that plus
Yep.
one, unless I wasted it on the perception on the wood, which is
No,
also
you use it when you want. Yeah,
reasonable.
good for this session.
Okay. Sounds good. And then a situational bonus from the hero point, and then I'm going to add an additional plus one to that from that passive bonus. All right, that's a 26 to craft to whittle this plate. So I'm imagining that this like really gnarly wood probably has some very clear striations through it. Maybe like salt has kind of seeped into it over time. So he's going to try to maintain that natural, almost luster, and he's going to make it circular, but he will follow some of the knots in the wood, and then once it's looking good, he'll painstakingly polish it to a fine finish. But it's not quite done yet. Like he's keeping it, he's intentionally keeping it
Savoring
almost
it.
done.
Toy and see. Yes.
Yep. That
Glad
was
someone got that.
Yeah. So good.
I missed it because I was looking up pictures of dinner plates.
It's a chatoyancy.
Oh dear.
For the party members and the viewers who don't know what it is, chatoyancy is just the shininess in wood.
Yep.
Yeah.
The natural shininess that you get out of something as you like polish and sand it and whatnot.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shininess, and it also almost makes it look like the grain has depth a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when you turn it, it almost looks like it's kind of 3D thing. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Drop
the good stuff.
Wacky word of the day.
We need the more you need a the more you know transfer. Where you just type in a word. Give it a word and go to a scene, it just goes whoosh.
That's what I need. All right.
It's beautiful.
Yep, it's wood.
It's wood. It certainly is wood. All right.
Well, that was very important. I'm happy that we were all able to
love
witness
that.
26 craft carpentry, heck yeah.
On a DC 5.
that. Hell yeah. I'm honestly, I'm very relieved I used the hero point.
So, yeah. All right. And you're still not done. You're purposely nerfing your completion.
Yeah. No, this is all part of his religious journey.
All right. Religious journey, he says.
It's gotten religious with wood.
All right. I want this one because you guys, I wasn't sure what time you guys would be arriving at this location. Oh, and of course, Eldon, I did tell you previously in your weather report that fog would be rolling in.
Yes, fog abounds today.
Yes, fog is abounding. And where? Landing page. There it is. I want configure and ambience and change that over to fog. And if I remember correctly,
it's dark.
Oh, that got dark.
Oh yeah. So it's foggy. Vision is gone, and it's thankfully only up to the skills of Morgan, she who cannot get lost at sea. That you find yourselves to the location of the now. That's me with the wrong thing selected. To the now dissipated smoke trail up into the air. And what you come across is a very small rocky outcrop. There's some scant growth growing around it. There isn't really much to say about the little island itself. Just some trees growing, some typical jungle growth that you're used to seeing in the Shackles. But after circling the island for a bit, kind of trying to track down what could have been, you come across what is probably the cause of this ship. Of this smoke trail, and there's a ship that has been smashed up against the side of the rocks here, kind of pinned between two stone pillars, and you see that its hull is blackened in spots. The sails are, of course, in absolute tatters, and a casual glance appears to be no sign of life on the ship.
Can I roll to see if there's any battle damage?
Yes, of course.
That is a 3 for a 10, so, you know.
Man can perceive all.
And right now, is it Eldon? Do you have the ability to see in the dark?
I do, yes.
Okay, so Eldon and Tazik, I guess, are the two folks. Yeah.
I will also
Eldon
say
and Tazik are night vision.
foggy.
As it stands right now, I think Quint and Morgan still have the Ioun torch
Great
duels
point.
because we
Yes.
haven't sold them yet.
No, yeah, we got
I
the
think there's
rest of them
probably an
are
argument
in
to not
lockup.
sell them and keep them for our two.
Yeah, keep one each for you guys, and we can sell off the rest
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
You guys really stole everything that wasn't nailed down, eh?
Would a pirate do any less?
Yeah.
He shrugs and nods approvingly. But like, who is awake right now? Because it is,
What time
I
is
would
it?
say, I'd say midnight. Let's call it.
Quint, I
Eldon
think,
is
is
up.
asleep.
Yeah.
Eldon is up.
Eldon's up, and I think that's when
double
Morgan
check.
and Kazakh swap.
You guys are swapping at like 9, I believe.
Is it 9?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just
You
trying
guys
to
are doing like
open
a
up
9.
the-
You guys are doing like a dawn to dusk kind of 9 to 9 thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or at least that's what we most recently put. But I wasn't.
Oh, that was
100%
accurate.
on that.
Yeah, 9 to 9. So,
And then I think
Tazak,
Quint and I are doing 4 to 4.
9 p.m. to 9. Tazakh's awake, and Eldon's awake.
So that would be the two of us again, because nighttime. All right,
Okay,
cool.
so,
Uh,
well then, when you guys do pull up, the fog is thick. You have a lot of trouble piercing it, and Tazak, with your 10, you can't really discern any sort of details, but there is certainly the smell of smoke lingering in the air.
Should we wake our fellows and see what?
yeah, let's. Something about this feels a bit odd.
It's
I don't know
definitely
if you
some,
feel the same, but
strangeness
something
in
about
here.
this isn't.
Odd, you say?
Something about this.
I concur.
Oh no, he's not here. We don't talk about him. Please no. Please no. Please no. Don't do this to me.
We found the
That-
source of the smoke.
That character has given me so much PTSD already. Please no. I can't deal with that guy.
Tiefling falls out of the sky.
You mean a
Classic
human? You mean a
multiversal
human?
That's right,
traveler.
human.
I mean, at
Definitely
this
a
point,
human.
if something falls out of the sky, Tazakh's yelling "pull" and shooting it.
It's already been
The
pulled.
last time that happened, it was dinosaurs.
Yeah, Eldon will. Yeah, well,
Oh, thank you for the reminder,
I mean,
Kazakh.
well-
Actually, yes, during the day, who you guys definitely saw the Quetzalcoatlus following your ship.
circling us again. Bugger. We'll have to deal with that.
Lovely.
All right. Yeah, I think let's get everybody up and rolling and start getting everyone out of bed just in case. As we, I don't know that we want to approach just yet, but I think we're kind of gonna look to slow up and just be kind of take a glance at it from the distance first before we pull right in and expose ourselves to any shenanigans.
Probably for the best, but all right. So you guys want to wake up and rally the troops, so to be. I imagine it's just the four of you, and there's no reason to drag Spook or Owlbear onto this island, right?
No, yeah.
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 Likely we'd wake or make sure that.
One of them's up at least.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't leave the ship.
while you guys are preparing yourselves, Edmund would step out of his room that has been designated his, and we'll tell you he can keep an eye on the boat for you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no.
At this point, it's still in his best interest to keep us on the ship.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think Eldon's in a hurry to jump off the ship either. So where we can see what we can kind of see silhouetted of this vessel, you said it looks like it's wedged between a couple of kind of big stone pillars, like big hunks of rock, basically. And it's like wedged in between them. Interesting.
Is there any, actually, I guess it'd be profession sailor to identify what type of ship it is? Or
Yeah,
boat?
I would accept a profession sailor.
I'm assuming Morgan's awake at this point.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very disheveled, very grumpy for being woken up.
And Eldon wants to take a closer look at the wreckage and see if, because we can kind of see that it's got some damage, it's got some like scorching, and the sails are all in tatters. Eldon's curious about if he can, from getting a look at it, see how the burn pattern looks. As a guy who's familiar with lightning and how things burn to some degree, he kind of wants to get a sense of if those burns look like they were from a fire from within the ship, and it burned outward, or if it was, fire was set to the outside of the ship and burned from the, if you can see anything in like a burn pattern or anything like
Gotcha,
that.
gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll resolve Morgan's 19 for a 29 on her profession sailor skill check. So with that 29, yeah, it's hard to say for certain, because it is dark, it is foggy. But what the silhouette, at least from what you can see of the ship, appears to be old, Chelish design, not really used much in these days. It's actually design of the ship is several hundred years out of date. But what you're looking at here appears to be an old Chelish trireme, perhaps.
Morgan will quickly relay or pass the information along
Yeah. Now,
to the rest of the crew for which
I guess with your 29 too, you'd also know that the primary way of attack with a trireme was to, of course, ram other ships with the head of the ship. A bit of a tackle here, and it was powered by slaves. Oars upon rows and rows of oars, stroking to a beat, propelling the ship forward and wreaking havoc, what way it can go.
Do we see any oars like broken around the sides of the ship?
Nothing immediately. Like there's certainly splintered bits of wood hanging out of these the slits where the oars would be coming out of the ship, but yeah, they're there, I guess, would be the most accurate answer to your question.
I mean, I can swim over and take a look if you want.
With your, and then, well, we can get to that if you really want to swim in the dark, in the fog, in the ocean. We can get to that. You can certainly try.
I can take 10 on swim checks, and I don't have basically no dex save.
He rat paddles.
Yeah.
Close.
All right, and Eldon, what was it again you were looking to do with that perception?
Looking for trying
that's right, the
to
burn
get a
patterns.
sense of where the damage came from, how the damage was done to the ship.
So it looks like part of the ship is underwater. I should actually specify to you guys that the ship is on a bit of an angle, probably say like 30 degrees.
Okay.
Right. So there is certainly a part that has sunk beneath the ocean. But from what you can see of the burn pattern at a distance, it looks nothing completely suspect about it. Definitely like the char is thicker at the top of the ship than it is the bottom, right? Like it's
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Well, Eldon's gonna kind of turn to Morgan and go, "All right, away, Captain. Thoughts on approach?"
Morgan will draw her rapier and look over at everyone with caution.
Works for me. All right, we'll peel the boat up on, not immediately next to the ship, but maybe a bit, 30, maybe 50, 60 feet down the rocks or whatever, some bit of distance down the rocks, and then we can walk along, presumably along parts of the rock. We can try to find the area that we can walk towards the ship from.
Sure. Yeah, I could probably give you that. So
there's some kind of, even if we could like clamber over some rocks and stuff, just some way to get to the ship from somewhere that's not quite next to it.
Yeah.
So is this like just like a hunk of rock in the middle of the ocean that's very small, or does it look like an island or something that has some bulk to it?
So it is
more to
relative.
explore.
Like it's an island for certain, right? Like it's like I said, there's growth on it. It's not just a rocky outcrop. It's just small. From what you can tell from your quick, there doesn't seem to be any permanent residence on this rock.
Are there any paths or any sort of like natural path, like ways to get up into above the island?
Nothing that you can see from the ocean.
Okay.
And tiny minor question to paint the scene a little bit. So this is like we're in the middle of the ocean in the middle of the night. Are we just like floating in a complete black void expanse, or is there like a moon illuminating things just a little bit?
Foggy as all hell. So
All right,
yeah,
it's horrifying.
This
I love
is like horrifying.
Only the sound of the creaking of our ship to find our ears.
And that's when the Grindylows jump out of the water. Ha ha!
More spears, say less. Free money.
These ones
Just
aren't armed with
start grinding
spears.
we
They're
call
armed with
that-
claws. Natural attacks only.
We call that a gold and XP farm, boys.
It's okay. We'll get XP from it, and we'll just harvest them for Grindylow meat.
That's right.
It's like octopus.
Famous for their flavor.
Grindylow sushi. We start a restaurant
That's
in
right.
Port Peril.
Takoyaki, traveling takoyaki.
We'll get
Grindayaki.
Grindy balls.
stink eye from the other.
Oh god.
All right. So the plan.
So yeah, I think we'll try to find a place like not like pull up next to the boat, but somewhere that maybe on a nearby part of the rock that we can kind of roll up to and
All right.
kind of stop ourselves against, or just stop just offshore of it, drop
that
anchor.
it gives me a bit. I will ask you guys because this is a very rocky ship, very difficult terrain to navigate. So I'm going to, because you want to pull up the ship like up against the rocks, right? So you can start climbing.
Not even necessarily against it, but just
Close enough
somewhere
that-
close that we could climb down the side of the ship and then wade up from
Gotcha.
there to the shore, kind
Well,
of thing. Yeah.
helmswoman, can I get a profession sailor, please, to navigate the ship?
I'll
Alright.
step aside and let Morgan take the helm because she's got the sense for it.
Six
Nice.
for a 16. Oh, bless. Okay, that's plenty to get you up. It's a little rough. There, the waves are much harder than you initially anticipated, but you do manage to get the ship within, say, 10, 15 feet of the cliff face. And the water's good. You're anchored in place. Shouldn't have much to worry about here. Nicely done.
Sweet. All right. All ashore, going ashore.
All right.
Folks, it's a bit of a cold night, so before we hop off this shit, take a drink real quick.
And Quint will like pour a couple of shots essentially into flagons, hand them out.
It's some of the last of that chilaxian brandy I've been holding on to. I might be misspeaking. I definitely found something recently, but it's too dark for me to read the label. But
And in doing so, he'll make sure the lifelink is on.
Sounds good. And then,
Bottoms up.
last thing before Eldon jumps off the ship, wait a minute. Cast mage armor.
All right. Now, can I get a swim check from everybody, please?
Yeah. Gonna do that, and then
Oh, which actually, before the swim check, what armor is Morgan wearing?
ooh,
That's a good question, actually. Yeah. So that'll affect it.
so that had your armor check as if you were wearing your full plate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If that's your armor check with your full plate, you're fine.
Yeah. I was gonna say she would have her full plate
Perfect.
on.
15, 15,
Sorry,
14.
I forgot to mention that she would have checked out of it
All right.
or changed out of the
And
one.
now we wait for Das Ratman.
Come on, Hansper.
Man took a
That
10.
is the take of the 10.
All right, with your 10.
because you
because
can.
Might as well, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, yep, with you guys do manage to get to the side there, and there is a bit of a cliff face to climb up. It is wet. It's covered in barnacles and mussels. And can I see some climb checks, please?
Oh, this is where it all goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a 15-foot cliff face. You guys can do it.
The answer is no.
My brother in Christ.
I'm gonna
You've
use
seen
that,
Eldon's character sheet, my guy.
I'm gonna use that +1 now if possible.
Same.
Quint is going to use halfling luck here as well.
Okay.
Bro, you can't just throw strength checks at us like that. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's with, by the way, that's with the +1.
With halfling luck, I got
If I did
7.
this correctly. Oof.
Tazik is using Slippers of Spider Climb, aka Nope.
Okay, nope. All right. With your Slippers of Spider Climb and Morgan's 15, you guys do manage to make the climb relatively quickly. Eldon's 4 and Quint's 7, however, they are surprised by the slipperiness of the colonies of mussels and just how sharp barnacle can be when you place your hand on top of them. So they're having difficulty finding purchase, making the climb, and they're just kind of floundering there in the water.
Sure, we can.
Can Morgan send down a
Does
rope
Morgan have a rope?
for them? Yeah, I should.
All right. If Morgan has a rope on her.
It would be in the swashbucklers kit, I believe.
Yep.
Yep, there's
All
rope.
right.
So I will send that down. Is there anything I need to roll for that?
No, you're just tossing a rope down. Which
All right.
makes the climb check for these gentlemen considerably easier, but still a climb check needs to be made. Gentlemen?
Yep. I'm assuming we can't take 10,
You
but
can
you know
totally
what? It's
take
fun
10.
to roll anyways.
I thought you couldn't take 10 if it was just like, unless you had a rope or a rope
Well, now
ladder.
you have a rope, right? So no.
Well, or no, I thought it was a ladder
Oh, is it a
specifically.
ladder
Like,
specifically? I thought it was
Yeah,
a
ladder
rope was good
specific.
enough.
because I think the rope assists it, but you still have to make
Yeah,
a
maybe
check.
just pull up
I
the rules
think.
for climb here. That sounds more right.
I think we both
Cool.
just. Well, I think
Okay.
we both made it anyway. So. It's
Oh
fine,
yeah,
but-
11 and 16. Yeah, you guys made it.
But I'm pretty sure it's only with a ladder that you get to take
That's
10. Or you don't have, or maybe that's you don't have to make a check, and with a rope you take 10.
Yeah,
I can't
it's
remember
something
exactly.
like that. And I know if you have a natural climb
there's some
speed, you
there's
don't
some
need to make
stages
checks
to
at all.
it. Yeah, there's some stages to it, kind of thing.
All right, well, you guys do make the climb, and it is a bit of a perilous journey to navigate in the dark. The rocks are just like riddled with fissures and pitfalls, and more than one occasion, one of you guys do misplace your foot and find some poor footing, and you do kind of slip down into them, but manage to recover yourself. Nothing too worried, just very perilous, one could say difficult terrain. And that brings you to the ship. So you guys should see yourselves there at the top.
Mhm.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, folks. Stealth is my strong suit, but seeing in the dark ain't. We got these fancy torches, but we'd be beacons. I don't smell anything, so hopefully we're fine. Wait a minute.
Quint will kind of concentrate, and he'll reach into his bag for the bone fetish that he used previously, and he can't quite find it, and he just kind of seems a little frustrated, and then he closes his eyes, and he kind of says a little prayer under his breath, and he opens them. And I guess Eldon and Tazik, you could probably see his eyes almost look a little more cloudy, and he casts Detect Undead, using himself as a focus.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
While Quintus is doing that, Tazik's going to take out a vial of yellowy liquid and look like kind of wince at it and then shoot it down, look pained, and then you see his motions just get a little quicker, a little bit smoother. He looks like a salsa dancer when normally he looks like, just a normal person. He just gets a little bit more
Lithe.
Yeah. And he draws his musket out of his endless bandolier as well.
Yeah, and everybody else kind of preparing. Eldon is also going to reach out and look at each of the team members and cast message. So I have the ability to whisper to everybody and receive replies from them for the next 40 minutes.
Nice.
Honestly, facts.
Yeah.
Tracks. Oh, quack.
All right. So, okay, so let me just resolve this Detect Undead here. Lickety split. Let me just.
Yeah, so it will be a range of, I think, only 60 feet. Yeah, so 60
could you make that
feet.
measurement for me, just so I can or give yourself even an aura.
Yeah.
For that. I know 60 feet
You
is
got it,
huge.
baby.
That should be like at least half of the ship. So
Yeah, just about. Probably just where the sails are, kind of tapering right here-ish.
yeah.
One tile
One
off,
tile
yeah,
off,
right
okay,
about there.
All right. So with that, detect undead. You don't detect anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, and he's gonna keep concentrating on that, just in case anything pops up. I believe it's 10 minutes,
The
but I could
shadow
be
pops
very
out of the ground
wrong.
and
In fact, I am
stabs
wrong.
Quint.
Let me check.
Not again! Not this shit again!
Gee whizzes.
No more!
I should have thought this.
Cheese and crackers.
Surprise attack. 40 shadows emerge from the ground.
We leave.
Yeah. This venture is no longer profitable.
This is how you see Tazik just start walking straight up the cliff. Like, nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
No, please.
it's a no from me,
That's
dog.
a big no. Nah, but the good news is there's no
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 shadows. Wonderful.
It's fine.
So is this debris just kind of haphazard, or is it piled up in a way that kind of looks like a ramp?
Oh, it's just haphazard. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No rhyme or reason to it.
All right, cool.
Actually, now that you guys are closer to the ship, I can tell you a little bit about it. So
quite
the
big.
ship does look old as hell. Morgan's assessment is probably accurate with its age, roughly in that like couple centuries. But it seems to be repaired and repaired and repaired and repaired and repaired again, and pretty ramshackle, all things considered. Even the hull of the ship, which should be like the ramming head where you guys are standing, is more. It's none of it's original. At your best guess. This just appears to be pieces of wood that have been poorly nailed into place time and time again to kind of build up the bulk of the ship and keep it protected when it reaches ramming speed. And honestly, Morgan, with it's just your +10 to profession sailor here, you're surprised that this ship was even waterworthy before it ran afoul of these rocks.
All right. So do we, if we're looking around from here, I mean, specifically because Eldon and Tazik can see in the dark right now, how are we looking as far as access points to the deck of the ship? Is there like an area here where the bow is like, the rock we're standing on, is that such that the bow is kind of level with it, that we could walk
you
on
could
or
walk
kind of climb
on, but it'd
onto
be
it?
like a jump up, get your hands on top, and kind of pull yourself up sort of deal, like a
Right,
5-foot
okay,
wall,
cool.
let's say.
Sure, okay. All right, I think Eldon's gonna kind of walk over to the ship and like you say, it's about a 5-foot wall, so he'll kind of reach his arms up and see if he can't lift his face up and just kind of peek around and see if we see anything down towards the back part of the deck.
Can I get a perception, please, from you?
Yes, sir.
So with the fog, how far your vision is severely limited, of course.
Of course.
But
yeah.
with your 15, you don't see anything in the immediate vicinity. I'll even give it to you here. You can see up until basically the 60 feet that Quint saw here. We'll just call it this whole top
cool.
deck. There's nothing other
Sure,
than
okay.
refuse and fresh plant growth.
All right. Eldon's gonna pop back down and go, all right, well, it looks pretty clear. We want to hop up here? Do we want to look around some more? Thoughts?
I'll hop up here and get a look. I mean, worst case, I can probably kill anything before it gets too near us.
Sounds good to me. Eldon will kind of lock his hands together and give Tazik a foothold to yeet himself up on top of the...
Tazik's going to burn another
0 point.
minute of his spider climb slippers and just walk
Yeah.
straight up and climb on top.
Right, fair enough.
Like to use a
Yeah,
0
slippers.
point, please.
Dio is going to full on regret giving me those for the next until we sell them.
I don't care. This is why I gave them to you.
That's true.
Okay, listen, it's the least I can do for a party that has 8 strength, 8 strength, 8 strength, 18 strength.
We concentrated all of our strength.
Concentrated.
In charisma.
Yes.
All of our assets are in charisma. Between Quint
Not
and I,
even. Tazik's
between Quint and I,
dexterity.
it's all charisma.
Yeah. You and Quint are all charisma. I'm all dexterity. Morgan is everything else.
All
Quint's,
charisma,
what though?
no charm.
Quint's got some beef. Quint's got some constitution to him.
Okay.
He's got some legs.
Dio, would you be able to? Oh, there we go. I can get on board the ship there. I think.
Are you on
maybe.
the board? Here, let me just pop you guys
There we
on.
go.
I think
I'm
I
on
put.
board.
I think I did
Perfect.
put some
Oh yeah, there's a
walls
wall.
here.
On top of the deck, do I see anything?
Now that you guys
nearby?
are on top of the deck, and I kind of moved you all without confirming, all of you are on the ship now, right? Like you all wanted to get on at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Quint is kind of stumbling a little bit, but he's detecting auras, so if there's any undead, but otherwise he's mostly kind of holding on to Morgan's pant leg.
That was an 11 for the 7 of the team.
11 for the 17. All right, you guys. Now that you're on the ship, you still don't see anything. The ship, the actual top of the ship here does look as ragtag, not ragtag, as a shambly, poorly put together at the front of the ship would have you believe it was. You do see the remains of a loaded ballista off here on the that would be the starboard bow. And there is, of course, some crates there, the anchor, some refuse here and there, and nothing to really write home about. But the ship is as quiet as it was, as it looked when before.
Tazik's going to investigate the ballista and see if it's aimed in the direction of our ship.
Yeah, for sure. The ballista, the drawstring on it is broken. So
perfect.
it's completely out of commission at the moment.
Got it.
And Quint, I see you measuring. You still are yet to detect any undead.
Yep. His detect undead lasts for 4 minutes, so he's just going to be keeping it on deck.
I'm just going to wander over, still for the next little bit under the effects of the spider climb boots, and navigate my way across the cantilever, or the angled decking.
All right. Well, so you guys are obviously at the top of this slant that the ship is on. So you're looking down at the rest of it, and you can't see still because of how thick the fog is, but you can certainly feel hear the water kind of lapping up against the lower deck of the ship. Like it's partially submerged.
Might not be a bad idea to
That
run a rope.
horrifying
to the
green glow was me.
What's that?
Sorry.
No, you go first.
I will stop talking.
Oh, you go first.
I just tried to add an aura to the token, and this horrifying glow is my attempt to do that. I don't actually have light going
I don't see
on.
anything.
Oh, perfect.
I don't
It's
see anything
probably
either.
great. It's server side. Oh, what if I do this?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
there it
Cool.
goes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's an aura.
Okay,
bright.
that's the aura of his
Yeah.
his undead vision. I'm gonna make it a little darker.
That is brighter than your guys' immediate future.
So
Yay.
Eldon's gonna try something here. From where he's standing, from where Eldon is standing, we're kind of at the high, like you said, the high end of the ship, and he's on like an upper deck overlooking the main part of the ship, right? Okay. So what Eldon's gonna do is Eldon is going to and do the verbal components kind of as quietly as he can, but Eldon is going to use his spell-like ability for dancing lights and create a vaguely humanoid, faintly glowing shape. And it has a range of 100 feet.
Okay.
So Eldon's going to put it kind of right about here to start with.
Okay.
And then just kind of every 6 seconds, it lasts for a minute. So for every few seconds, Eldon's going to kind of move the light so it kind of looks like this vaguely humanoid shape is walking around on different parts of the deck. And he's just going to walk past kind of major points, like walk out near the staircases, past corners, past anything where something might be watching for anything to pass by, kind of thing. And he's just going to kind of make this vaguely humanoid light kind of just walk around for a minute in various parts of the deck and just kind of cast a bit of light, but also just to kind of see if we trigger any kind of reaction from anything that might be hiding.
Yeah, for sure. Well, while you're doing that, because that's going to take you a little bit of time.
Yeah, it lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
So for a minute or so, Eldon's going to kind of be walking it around different nooks and crannies and to the tops of staircases and down staircases. It's got a range of 140 feet, so you can go up to that range and anywhere within it for up to 100 feet per round. So it's kind of just zooming around and.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop over here to Morgan really quick. Ask her what she's doing. I've seen Morgan's token move around a bit. Is she doing anything special?
She's definitely on edge. So she's got her rapier drawn, and from her past experiences with anything undead, she does have her torch kind of at the ready to light if it's going to be necessary, and she's cursing in her head, going, "I need a bigger gun."
Well, as you're kind of tiptoeing around in your heavy armor, there is, of course, the telltale sound of the thump, and then as the floorboards underneath you kind of creak underneath your weight. But nothing is jumping out at you. Nothing is going on. But you do have the pleasant company of the floorboards to remind you that this ship looks like it could fall apart at any moment.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say, is it possible to do another perception check?
yeah, of course. So this is all, I'm imagining that this is all happening kind of at the same time. Eldon, you're doing your dancing lights trick. Quint, you're detecting dead. Tazik, you're at gun at the ready. And Morgan, with your 27, you look out over the ship, and you do see Eldon's glimmer, kind of the dancing lights kind of move around there, and there's a bit of a break in the fog, a slight little crack, that just enough to see the glint of a bit of armor. And for before the fog kind of moves back in here, though, you do see what appears to be a goblin kind of kneeling on the floor on the edge of the ship there.
Morgan's gonna, as agilely as she can move at this moment. Actually, no, she doesn't have to. We've cast message.
You can only reply, though. Eldon has to initiate the message.
Okay.
But the thing about, I was just going to say about Dancing Lights, Eldon doesn't have to concentrate to do it. He's just kind of willing it absentmindedly to move around at this point. So, yeah, Eldon would have been keeping an eye on everybody else. And if he sees Morgan kind of start or react at something she saw, obviously, Eldon was kind of waiting for anybody to signal something was up. And he'll kind of whisper to Morgan, "You all right? You see something?"
We have company.
How cryptic.
Yeah, and Eldon's going to go, feel free to elaborate, but if you could point me in the rough direction, I can maybe shed some light in the area.
She'll kind of try and point as quietly as she can, because I'm assuming her armor is definitely going to make noise if she starts pointing or doing anything like that.
Yeah, and kind of following her gaze, Eldon's going to kind of make the humanoid shape kind of just zoom over in that direction, because it's got 100 feet of movement. It's going to kind of zoom around to vaguely where she's pointing. It might end up somewhere around here, because you can't quite see what she can see. And just kind of send it, moving as humanoidly as it can in that general direction and kind of across that area. If it passes through there, is Eldon able to get a clear enough view with his dark vision and whatnot?
With your dark vision and you're looking for something there, you do certainly see the shadowy figure that Morgan pointed out to you, and you also see that the shadowy figure has a bit of company as well, as some more lumps begin to take shape in the shadow.
So Eldon's going to kind of make the humanoid figure keep moving right on past that spot and just kind of zoom off like it's still looking around for stuff. And Eldon's going to whisper over to Tazik and Quint and go, "We've got company. Get ready for trouble."
Gun snaps up.
Quint
Pull
will
the trigger.
get the Ioun torch at the ready, but won't activate it yet.
And then Eldon will whisper one more message to everybody and say, all right, we got some company, looks like handful of potentially goblins, about in mid-deck. So watch yourselves, there may be more.
All right.
And then I think Eldon's basically going to just, I think, wait for the rest of the crew to get ready. I think if we're going to try and line up on and see if we can get into a position where we can start this in an advantageous way.
Now, DM, do I feel like Quint would know this. Is there any way that he could bless people preemptively in a stealthy manner? Let me check if there's verbal components. I'm assuming there is. You know what? Yes, there was a time that he was hiding under below board, and I think instead of blessing, he opted not to because it would have given away his position.
Yeah, it's
so
verbal,
never mind.
somatic, and I can't remember what DF stands for off the top of my head now.
Divine focus.
Divine focus, yeah,
Yeah.
which oracles count as
Yes,
themselves.
they count as their own focus, which is such a cool thing. Yeah, and if I recall, like bless is actually like a burst of positive energy,
Yeah,
which would be a little
not very subtle.
not the most subtle, but a great way to start something.
Oh yeah, cool. And I'm assuming activating the Ioun torch is probably like a standard action.
Free action, I think. You just let go of the stone. It's a free action, I'm pretty sure.
Works for me.
Maybe that's missed. Maybe my memory's betraying me, but I think iron stones in general, I think they're a free action to let go of, correct?
I believe so, yep.
Sure.
Because you're really not doing anything special. You just take it out and let go, and it floats. So I think you're.
Yeah, you're right. It's a stone with a continual flame cast on it. You're right. Literally, you drop it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I think Eldon is going to ready himself to start casting a spell, and he'll send a message over to Tazek, and he'll say. He'll message everybody, but I think in particular he's addressing Tazek and kind of say, all right, if everyone wants to get into position, I think we'll wait, and when we're ready, we'll go on Tazek's gun.
Tazek is going to pull out another potion. This one has a sort of a goldy orangey swirl about it in the vial, and he just drinks it and looks like he's just had a fish milkshake, just something properly disgusting. And you see, if anyone remembers the Dune movie from the 70s or 80s, like that shieldy glow, where it's kind of like looks. You kind of see a shimmer of that pass over him as he. When he drinks it, and then it fades, but he's still kind of like he's slightly out of focus, like you're looking at him through water.
It's blurry.
So this is just shield, but trying to be fancy. And then he's going to take 3 or 4 steps up the rock face here.
Yeah.
Using his spider climb. I'm going to go. I can go do 20 feet, so I'm just going to go basically up.
Okay.
To about there. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Up to there, because that'll get me. The only thing is, unfortunately, I cannot because there's a wall there.
Boop. Right about here?
No worries. Right about there. Yeah, that works. All right. And then he's going to finish his turn, because that's all I can do.
Tazek, let me whip out my handy dandy measuring stick. All right. Cool. Cool. All right, so you're posed and ready to strike. Awesome.
Yep.
Eldon's gonna kind of look around and see if he can get a confirmation from everybody without having to make any more noise if they're ready to go.
So let me just confirm something really quick about fog.
Yeah, it definitely reduces our visibility for sure.
Can't remember now if it's 60 or 30 feet.
Depends. I think there's more than one caliber too.
There are multiple different fogs.
Yeah. I might be picking one up next level.
Yeah, fog cloud is 5
That's not
feet,
quite
but
what
that's
we're going
not
for.
foggy.
That's
like,
dense. Yeah, that's like severe dense fog that's meant to block vision.
Layer.
Weather.
Okay, here we go. Fog medium. That's what I'm going for
fog
here.
bank.
Medium fog reduces weather visibility by half, resulting in a -4 penalty on
30.
perception and a -4 penalty on ranged attacks.
Mm.
Bring it on.
Yeah, medium fog occurs only when there is no or light wind, which is where we're at.
Okay.
So by half, and I think it's 120 feet, so 60 feet, right? Or 60 feet of vision, so it's down to 30.
Yeah, so I'm at 30.
So I'm down to
which
30
is-
foot of vision, so I can really only
Yeah.
see here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have something for that? Not yet. Next level is supposed to be really good for me.
Got it. Kill him before he gets there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Honestly,
When you're trying.
every level from this point, it's more in your interest to get rid of Eldon now. Every level, it only gets
Listen, I'm not saying one of you are gonna die here, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. All right. Cool. So Tazak, you can't see anything out of the ordinary from where you are, but you are perched
Nope.
above the deck.
Yes.
So Eldon can't see very far, but if I move because it's about to expire, if I move the dancing lights over to vaguely where we can see the forms of the goblins, can I use that to gain line of effect to cast a spell at that square? Not targeting a creature, but targeting a point.
Yeah, I'd probably give you that.
Okay. So I think as we're ready, I think Eldon's going to do that. He's going to have the dancing light as it's starting to flicker and fade, walk right over and basically stop right about here, try to stop as close to that front line figure as he can, and then basically try to hold that spell, keep that spell running until Tazik's ready. But
Yeah, so they cast the amount of light as torches.
not
so-
necessarily the humanoid shape. That part's faintly
okay.
glowing. It casts.
Fair enough.
It's only if you do lanterns or torches that you get that amount of light.
Got it.
Yeah, I went with the glowing humanoid shape, so it wasn't like actual torchlight immediately.
Understood.
But yes, so I think, in theory, Taza could also use that as something to aim at the square, but I think that adds a mischance to hitting anything in that square. Maybe not. I can't remember the rule on that, but that's what Eldon's gonna do. Is he's gonna line up to cast a spell basically on this square, not necessarily on the creature itself, because we can't confirm that we can see the creature there. But if Eldon's gonna kind of once more. Quick message, everyone ready?
Ready whenever
Quinn
you are.
Aye.
confirms.
All right, and Eldon. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to mention. So Quint is going to try to bless when things go down.
Okay, so Eldon with the glowing spot just starting to fade from this square. Oh, you need something else, or
What?
Tazik, did you have something else?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to add shield
Okay,
to
cool.
my.
I'm just making sure. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, targeting that spot just as the dancing lights are starting to fade, Eldon is going to begin casting, and he is going to launch an aggressive thundercloud at that square.
Ooh, the aggressive thundercloud. Alrighty. How does this work here? A piece of tree struck by lightning. That is such a specific.
Which I actually don't need because I have issue
Yeah.
materials as a sorcerer.
Yep.
So, luckily, I don't need to worry about carrying that. I do have a component pouch anyway, so like I probably have one, but that's for the slightly more expensive materials.
Duration, 1 round per level, so we got 4 rounds of this god awful thundercloud.
And it's a 5-foot diameter sphere, so it's basically just a ball of cloud and lightning that just hovers in the square.
Awesome. All right. So, as you begin your casting, then because it takes 1 standard at a time. Okay. So, then you gotta. Can you cast it there, or do you move it there?
You can cast. It has a range of 140
Okay, yeah,
feet,
perfect.
so I can cast it in
Cast
that square,
Okay, perfect.
and it appears. And then as long as I don't move it outside that range, it just continues to exist. I just have to use a move action to move it.
Because these guys, now I'm curious. Because now, what does? Doesn't actually affect anything, but when I guess when the spell triggers, you hear the sound of like metal on metal begin to clang, and a slight like hooah as something happens there. In the shadows, of which you can't really see much of anything, but
do we see like any disruption of the fog, like something big moved or?
Nothing really moved, but you did hear the sound of a bunch of clanging metal, as if a bunch of kneeling creatures are suddenly on their feet.
Sure.
And sorry, that was a DC 18 reflex save, was it?
Yeah, it's DC or reflex 18 for half.
And how much damage?
I will roll the damage. It is 3d6 plus 3, so it's 15 damage.
Awesome, 15 damage. So there is this audible like, and yeah, you hear it kind of shake itself off, and it goes wah wah, and the sound of like what you would swear is like something hammering onto a shield.
All right.
All right, so we'll do Eldon then. Morgan, did you have any prepared actions for after Morgan or after Eldon sends his thundercloud?
I guess just lighting the ion torch.
Sure. All right, so you put the torch floating around
Dropping it.
So now you got a bit of vision. You can see in the dark a bit better. All right, Quint, you said you were going to cast Bless.
Yeah, and if possible, he will also drop his torch. But yeah, he will bless everybody.
Everybody
So
bless.
he just says like,
Sweet.
Time for a midnight snack.
I'll buff your
Bless.
tokens manually.
Princess bless us, everyone.
Oh, well, my forge is having technical difficulties, and that's just okay. It's very pretty.
I've got the buffs, boys.
All right.
Oh, he's got all the buffs. Look at him.
And lady.
All the buffs.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Stack them
Stack 'em,
on
stack 'em good.
stacks. Who needs wisdom when
okay.
you have more decks?
I can't wait for Dio to ask what my AC is now.
It's almost not worth thinking about.
You know what? Want to know something absolutely hilarious, Tazik? You don't have the highest
What's
AC on the ship.
That's okay.
It's okay. We have spell damage.
On top of that, half of my weapons
Bro.
don't require a
Bro,
hit
what's
roll.
what is AC? I don't even know.
What is AC, honestly, at this point?
Yeah.
AC?
Nah,
Nah,
that's
not for me,
meaningless.
dog.
And also, you say that. I'm at 26.
26. Okay, you might be tied then.
He tied, he says. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, and I guess
Yeah.
because I have to keep track of this, I'm going to draw a little circle for where the cloud is.
Smart.
I'm going to fill it solid with that kind of color and make its opacity low.
Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. All right. So all of you are blessed. So Tazik, what are you doing on your turn, buddy boy?
I'm going to scoot down
Whoops.
about 10 feet. Did you move me?
I accidentally
just
moved
one
Quint, so I'm
square
just putting him back
forward?
where he was. There's a wall in the way. There we go. Okay.
Still puts
Oh wait,
me.
where you're
Yeah, so
standing
I'm just gonna,
with your 30
that's-
feet? Whoop. Because this dude was 35 feet. Oopsies. Whatever. You guys you can see him. I'll give him to you.
I can't quite see. No. I guess I could just move here because I knew they were a bit further ahead.
Torch
I might be within
torches,
30.
like iron torches, cast 60 feet of light, don't they?
From I think it's a normal torch, and from what I was reading, it's 20 feet of bright light, and then 20 feet of the next
Of low
type.
light, right?
So I did 40 feet of dim, 20 feet of light.
Okay, cool.
Which will be cut in half
Yep.
by the fog, I think.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I will adjust that.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to just take a shot at the first one.
Okay. The closest one
Closest
to
one
you,
to me.
so this one here.
So,
Alrighty.
Oh man, if it's cut in half, that's 20 and 10.
Yep.
yeah.
That's tasty.
So I am going to, I guess, just. I mean, heck, let's do
Yep.
this. I'm gonna shoot him with a flare. Oh, oh.
That's too many dice.
I won't confirm,
Blech.
but that'll hit.
Oh god, my forge is
There it
going
is.
slow. Okay, there we go. Caught.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry, that's because I critted and
Okay.
it did things, but I
The
don't
10
think
will
the 10
not
will confirm. And it's not worth it to burn all of the
Oh
things to get
no!
that to.
16 fire damage.
16 fire damage on a single target.
Ooh woo.
Hold on a second. Let me double check the flare. So, it only deals half damage, so that'll be
Okay.
8 damage. Or rather, no, sorry, it'll do. Apologies. That was a good shot. So it only deals 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus. Where the hell is all that stuff coming from?
Target only deals half damage, but the creature struck is blinded for 1 round.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So it takes 5 damage and then 6. So it takes 11 damage. That creature is blinded for 1 round with a fort DC 15 save, and creatures within a 20-foot burst are dazzled for 1 round, fort DC 15 to negate.
Alrighty. So, let me get to this guy with
That's
his
it.
fort
double check the
15. Whoop. Ha ha! That's a natty one.
That ain't
He
it.
blinded. Alright, let me get that here set up real quick. You hear the screams of pain. And he, like, again, you hear the sound of, like, something beating again. I guess you can actually physically see him taking his spear and smacking it, the hilt against his shield. But he's not dead. He's not bleeding. He is blind. All right, and then it was a 15-foot burst.
20-foot burst
Oh,
for
dear.
dazzling. For 1 round, DC 15 save.
Boop. Oh,
Debuffs.
interesting. Oh, no, I just gotta do some math here, that's all. Alrighty, here we go.
Oh, I should have targeted. Yeah, so that'll be 11 damage.
So that one's fine. Next
That one saves.
one is fine.
That one saves.
Next one. It does not. So
That
hold
one
on.
does
that
not.
was actually the one that. Oh wait, no, hold on. I lied. It was not that one. It was the one behind the one that Zane got. So he's dazzled. And then this one. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so the next one, it should. And he made it.
That one saves.
And the next one. You did not.
I mean, it's 1 round, but it helps.
Slows things down. We should also probably at some point do a roll for how fast we're going here.
All right, that one makes it.
I think
Yeah,
this is our
this is
surprise
awesome.
Yeah,
round.
yes.
So.
That one
Nice.
did not make it. I just love the laugh whenever one of them doesn't make it.
Get wrecked.
And then
I am basically just a bunch of
Certainly, and
tricks
not
in a
least,
bag. I enjoy these.
oh, close but no cigar. But and there you go. Okay.
Just a quick reminder. Dazzle creature takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls and
All right,
sight-based
and
perception
blinded just can't
checks.
see crap all. All right, so
You're
now with that
Yes, I believe
said,
official rules.
gentlemen, can I get a what's the word I'm looking for here? Initiative roll, please. Roll for
Initiative.
initiative. Let me activate the
No combat encounter.
Yeah, can't do it.
There we go.
fire in the hole.
Roll.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
That's not good. Wait. Oh no, it's not that bad.
Oh,
Morgan saved me.
Morgan saves the day.
Tazik gets
I
to
forgot
kill
that I
things.
have bonuses. I looked and I saw the 2 and I went, uh-oh. There was a natural 2.
Yeah, that would have been
It's
dangerous.
been unfortunate for me. -1 to basically all rolls. That's just not good.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's
There
bad.
we go. So there is our initiative order, and here's where we're gonna take a quick break so DM can go refill his water dish.
Yeah.
All right. So what time is it now?
Sounds
We're
good.
at 9:12. See you guys at 9:20.
Yep.
All right. Talk soon.
Sounds good.
ball.
So, yeah. There was an explosion of a flare which would cut through the darkness, and that would reveal a plethora of goblinoids. Let me just get these guys, and let me get these guys, and there you go.
Oh joy.
So you guys should be able to see which ones are dazzled and which ones are blinded. And that brings us now to the top of our initiative. The wonderful, wonderful Tazuk.
Tazek is going to... moved already. So Tazek is going to reload his musket and I guess just take a shot at the blinded one. And I am going to... So, because he's blinded, I'm just going to normal attack him, but I'm going to do it with deadly aim. Which I think I can do that close. Should be able to. Comes through. So that's a 27 for 7 points of damage.
That is unsurprisingly a hit. So we're just going to give him the good old dead condition. So I remember correctly. Actually, how much did this guy initially get hit for?
11,
and then it was
initially.
half.
No, 11.
No,
was it,
11
half.
was
Okay,
with
and
the
then 7
half.
damage now. Yep. He is unconscious. So he drops.
He's been removed from the search history of
And,
Galarian.
is that your turn? Anything else?
He's just going to reload his musket again and stay where he
Alrighty.
is, I think.
So that brings us to the Legion Oblins. So with this one kind of dead and out of the way, I'm just going to move him off to the side here, because this one will step forward to take his spot. They all move as a unit. They all share the same initiative, in case that wasn't obvious.
Makes sense.
Oh joy, this is going to be fun.
Left, right,
Joseph.
left, right.
And then from the bowels of the ship comes outrunning another one.
Oh no. It's a spawner. XP farm.
Free
I mean,
XP.
I just have to move close enough. To get in range of cone weapons.
It's got to get in range of cone weapons, that's right. And then you see them all kind of put their shields up and kind of protect themselves and their allies as they form a wall.
Yeah, just got to get in range of cone
And
weapons.
let me see here. I think there's a way for... What's that move called? Full defense? Total defense?
Total defense action, yeah. It's a full round action.
So the ones that moved, I guess, can't do that, but...
Correct.
I guess the most correct answer then in that case would be to just move the one that was back here up here. But hilariously, they are both dazzled. So that literally doesn't change the configuration at all for the dazzled ones. But that's alright. The rest of them will be total defended. Which I don't think actually helps them for the majority of what your damage output is, but, you know.
Not mine.
I love that there's still one standing underneath that storm.
So that's the weird thing about the cloud, though. It has to move. It's when it enters a
fair
square. But I mean, theoretically, I just move it 5 feet towards me and 5 feet back. Because it has 20 feet of movement. So if
It becomes a
it's
wrecking ball.
it's I think if that were going to be the case, I would just declare that it's going to stay in that square and do damage again rather than moving, right? And
Alright.
that would be the move. That'd be my move action to do that anyway.
You do hear them kind of... Because none of you speak Goblin, right?
I want to say I do.
So,
I looked into this in the town, and I want to say I do. Let me just remember
oh
where
my
the
goodness.
hell
When
that's
Tazek speaks
stored.
Goblin, I'm going to die.
Yep, I speak Akalo,
All right.
Common, Gnome, and Goblin.
So what you
And
hear is,
Undercommon.
what you hear, the rest of the party does not hear, but what Tazak hears is, "Stand your ground, brothers! Hoorah!" And they clang their shields together. Boom, boom.
You just see Tazak as he's like hanging off the side of the ship, just go.
And then, for those of you who don't speak Goblin, what you hear is, "Yeah, hoorah!" And that brings us to Eldon.
Oh my god, is it actually? Wow. Okay. I did not think I was next. I thought I was later in initiative. I guess it's just us though. It's true. All right.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's 75 of them, and they're all.
I mean,
on
I can
one
spread it out
initiative.
if you
Yeah.
guys want to get like surrounded and stuff. Like that's
Oh no.
that's
Oh no.
fine
no,
by
no,
me.
no, that's okay.
Because like I think I can overrun
okay.
you guys in literally 3 turns.
Possibly. Hard maybe. Although Greece is a hell of a thing.
Bold of you to assume they can climb past
Greece
me.
is a hell of a thing though.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and try.
All right, let's see. So Eldon's gonna go
Just
5,
crease the deck in front of Tazak and watch the carnage.
10, 15, 20. I gotta move around that. 25, 30. Hold on. There's 25 here. So 30, 35. As a movement. And then as my standard, I'm just going to do a move action to move the cloud, like I talked about, in the same square as it currently is, and damage that guy again for another 15 damage.
All right, that
With, again, a reflex save for half.
don't matter. He had
A
1
DC
HP.
18. Fair
Oh,
enough.
sorry, he had 2.
Nice.
Yep. So he goes over here. Alrighty, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Perfect. Quint.
Yeah. Well, Quint can't really see anything, so he is going to stumble his way down the stairs. And that is all of his movement. He will... I wanted to do something equivalent to like helping, but I don't really think there's many options. So with his action, he will... it's funny, I had time to think this through, and I really underestimated how much 20 feet of movement was. So I think he will actually make his way towards Eldon. So he'll make a double move, 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. And now he's a big illuminated target in the middle, and that's his turn.
Alright, Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan is actually going to switch her weapons.
Okay.
As soon as she sees this line of goblins for like a split second. And intimidate count as a standard
Yes.
action.
They would need line of sight to you.
Also true.
Okay.
You need line of sight to them. You can't see them.
Okay. Right. I don't have that lovely skill I'll be picking up in a couple levels yet.
Concern.
Spoilers.
It's fine. You know, groups of enemies who fight together are known to be easily cowed.
Okay, so am I able?
If you kill enough of them quick enough.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. That's what
Um,
we're good at.
Withdrawing a weapon, am I able to still move forward? I can't remember. Looking at my notes here.
You can
Yep.
draw a weapon with a movement action.
But
Okay.
it'd be a standard to put away your rapier. So you would,
So it's your
or
So
you
I
could
wouldn't
drop
move
the
then.
rapier, or you could drop the rapier as a free action and then move as you pull out your boarding pike. But if you have something in your hand already, you have to either burn an action to put it away or free action drop it.
Okay, so yeah, I'll use the standard action to put it away then, and that would be Morgan's turn.
all right. Perfect. So you put it away, and
You can draw it as you
Yeah.
move. Like you still get to
yeah,
move.
you still get your move action. You
and
can draw your.
drawing your weapon is part of your movement, so you can still move your movement speed of 20 feet.
Okay, I was gonna say it's 20. Let me just measure that up quick.
Ooh, you're jumping? I mean, why not? It's only 10 feet.
Oh wait, Is there something?
That's a raised. That's the raised part
Yeah.
of the ship. Yeah, the stairs
Oh,
are
right. Yeah.
stairs are
Okay.
here on the other side.
Okay. So.
See if that works. I discovered I have one
That was
less
right. Oh,
attack.
I can't move because there's a
There's a
wall.
wall? Oh, well, here.
I think it's
Apparently.
because you tried to cross the
Yeah,
railing.
here you go.
You had to go
That's
around
fine.
it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Gotcha. All right. That's a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, if like the railings are just like clipping you guys a little bit, like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
don't even let that bother you. I will gladly move you to whatever it is you measured, if that's the case. Okay, so that brings us back up to Tazik.
So, Desik. I think I'm gonna move there. And then, yeah, no. I'm just gonna target. Let's do this guy with a shot from a musket. Yeah, I realized I was one.
Did it
Is
again.
that two fatty natties?
Oh, that's a double crit.
No, he didn't.
Did.
Oh, he did.
45
That's a double crit.
damage.
Requiescat in pace.
Well,
No, okay, hold on.
that is the last time in history
Not
that,
that it matters.
Tazik will
but,
ever hit.
I do play by the
Yeah.
triple crit insta kills, so
Hmm. All the Legionnaires are instantly
that's
dead.
right. That's exactly
Good
how it's
job.
gonna go. So if you'd like to roll a third,
4 ruffians break into my
No,
house. What the
just
devil?
a 16.
all right. What? So, that's an insta kill, and it was this one. Oh wait, sorry, 16
Yeah.
on a touch.
No,
just the
16 was just the. It's 33 on the
Okay.
touch. 16 is just the final
33
roll to see if I
touch.
crit a third time.
Jesus. 33 on touch, he says.
I this may come as a shock to you guys, but
Deceased.
deceased.
How's the guy behind him
Guys
doing?
behind him doing just fine. Single target. Thank you very much.
I don't have blow through yet.
Yet.
Yet. There's
You're
Yeah.
lucky you brought the legion of lined up goblins at this point and not later, because you would have had a bad time if you brought that out against us in a couple
Right.
levels.
I mean, I'm having a great time. I've had a great time anyway. I love it when my
I'm just
It's-
hoping they advance one square. I'm gonna have so
The
much
goblins would
fun.
have a bad time.
all right.
And then I think, let me just double check something. Don't know if I have fast draw. I don't think I can do that. I have too many parts to this character.
Well, now that you're up close and personal with them, Tazik, you get a better look at their
Don't have quick draw.
spears. And their spears are poorly put together, but very long, and they handle them surprisingly dexterously in a single hand. Which I believe will bring us then to the Legion Oblin's turn, unless you have more.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I can do anything else.
So-
in my turn.
Legion Oblins. Similar to before, one moves up, and I guess that's into the Thundercloud, wouldn't it?
The thundercloud
okay.
has to move into their square, so it doesn't,
Doesn't
trigger when they
trigger,
walk
perfect.
on it. Yeah. It's only when I move
And
into them. So.
then one comes crawling out the back to step into there. And then another one, this one steps up, and another one pops out here, and the single turn is over, if I remember correctly, right? So
Yeah.
they are no longer dazzled. Which means, Tazik, you hear the words I think I would hope that you're fearing on hearing. In Goblin, you hear a single boom come from below deck, and the words "Advance!" as all the goblins take a step forward. Which we should bring them to... Actually, they don't even need to go that far, because you're within swinging distance right here.
Yep.
So that you would be eating 3 attacks there. They can
They
certainly
can try to hit me.
Anyway, these
Yeah. They might crit. They might kill me. But if they don't,
you're gonna have
I
a
might
fun,
have a fun time.
and that's what we're here for. We're here for a good time, not for a long time. As
Fact.
Yeah, that's kind of
this
Tactic's
goblin
motto right now.
reaches up, and let me just double check something here really quick because they have this wonderful little feat that I don't think is being added properly. Okay, perfect. Because it's that's why. Perfect. So. This one attempts to trip you using his horse chopper. And this is coming at an additional +2. So let me just add that here really quick from the wonderful teamwork feat that all of these goblins have.
Son
Does
of
a
a
12
bitch.
trip you?
I'm just no. My CMD right now is 17.
17. That's okay. Good thing there's
Good
thing there's
honestly.
2 more.
No, it's not.
And it's okay if these ones miss. Well, they already moved, so I can't let these ones take another attack and take another step. That's poor sportsmanship. Oh man, Tazik, you are dodging these trips left, right, and center.
Not out of the realm of possibility for that one, for sure.
And let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's a 20.
He's only gone and done it.
They gone and did it.
Only a trip.
Only a trip.
It's only a
It's not
flesh
like you
wound.
provoke attacks of opportunity now whenever you try to stand up.
It's not like I
It's
need
true.
to stand up
It's
or
true.
anything.
It's not like I just gave you a free bonus on your on your attacks here. So there is this wonderful little. I think that's the one. No, that's. Oh yeah, you're prone. Boop. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, look, another buff. And now, how filthy do I want to be? Because like these 3 attacked, but I have all these other goblins that did not attack.
Do they have reach?
Their
Like, how
reach
far
is
is their
10
reach?
feet, so this one can't hit you. These are the only 3 who could hit you.
You can attack as much as you want them.
Mhm.
I'm good with it. You can attack as much as you want.
Yeah, but it goes against the spirit of the Legion Oblins for them to break rank.
That's true.
But does it go against the Legion Oblins for them to do? Because, I mean, the only other option would be to move. Oh, because the back lines can move forward.
Didn't they all
They
already
did already
move?
move, and they did stop
As a
moving.
unit?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep them as they are. We'll see.
Oh, that is lovely.
Don't worry. I know what you got.
That's getting
know what
better.
you got.
That's
Don't
getting
worry.
better.
I know what you got.
That's
I
getting
see. I
better.
see what you're
Okay.
packing. It's fine. It's not like there's literally more where these came from.
It's okay.
Um,
Experience is
Let
lovely.
me see here. And then, yeah, they beat their shields and prepare for the onslaught. Eldon.
All right. Okay, so if I move, what's my distance at this point? So vision is halved because of the fog, right?
Mhm.
So I can see
Mhm.
30 feet. All right. So is this 30 feet? That's 35. That's 30. So I can basically see the frontline goblins if I step forward.
And they can see you.
We're going to take a 5-foot step. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm standing in the light. They can already see me pretty
Yeah.
well at this point, right? So that's 5-foot step forward. I'm going to use my move action to just zap the goblin where the cloud is again. So the cloud's been up for 2 rounds. So at the start of next turn it sticks. At the start of the following turn it
Okay.
goes away. So there'll be 1 more damage roll for the cloud. But that's 18 with reflex 18 for half on the goblin that it's sitting on top of. So I don't have to move anything.
All right.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah,
Flex
that
18
guy
for
there.
half. Oh, look at him.
Look at him.
Nice.
All right, so he takes
Well
nine
done,
nine
Goblin.
lightning. All right, and then what Eldon is going to do is, let me just see here. Yes, okay, so that works out because I can see 30 feet from here. Right, okay. So because Eldon can see this square, I'm going to cast a grease on this 10 by 10 square. That one corner. Oh, do I have to? What just happened? Forge, you broken? Refreshing.
Yeah, you definitely
Pause.
just dropped out of the game there for a second.
Yep. Pause. Pausing.
Pause.
Hold. Hold.
Hold your fire.
Can we get back in the game? Thus is the question. There we go. All right. Wonderful. Everything is still alive? Yes, I'm just zoomed out. Okay, great. All right, let's try that again. So, now we actually cast the spell this time. We're going to grease up that square. So, if I'm not mistaken, any creature in the area when the spell is cast must make a successful reflex save or fall. And the DC for that should... I don't know why it's not showing. But the DC for that should be, I believe, 17?
Right.
10, 16. Wait a minute. What's going on here? My base DC formula. 10. Yes. I don't know why I can't see my base DC anywhere. It's not telling me what it is. So it should be 10 plus the spell level is 1. Plus my charisma is +5, so that should be 16. Right. DC 16 reflex to not fall.
DC reflex. Okay, and
right, because it's not evocation and it's not
right.
lightning. That's why.
Oh, this isn't... Okay. Yep, makes sense. Okay, perfect. So that's 3 of them. Let's go 1. Womp womp. He fall down. Ha! Stupid goblin. Let's go number 2. He fall down. Stupid goblin.
He fell down.
Where'd I go? There he is. Boop. Then we got one more. I imagine I'm going to see something, a very similar take here. Oh, yeah. Oh, he fall down.
He really fall down.
Yeah.
He big fall.
He did one of those like 6-second wobbles before he went down. Or 3-second wobbles.
All right. And then that brings us to... Let me go... prone. There we go. Alrighty. So, next on initiative, because I believe you're done?
Yes, that's all my
Quint.
actions.
All right. Quint still can't see anything. Literally has no idea. So he's going to go 5, 10. Hey, there's Tazak. 15. Enemies. Okay. Yeah. He will more or less... I didn't describe this earlier, and that's my bad. So he will use his... with that movement, he will draw his crossbow. And his left hand is free. And he will, with a movement action, he will load his crossbow. And now he has it at the ready, and that's his turn.
Morgan.
I just realized I don't have any light on Morgan.
Yeah, I might be able to play around with that. Nope.
Okay.
If you double click on your token, at the top right-hand corner, you'll see Sheet, Export to PDF, and Token.
Yep.
If you click on Token, you can actually play around with adding light and such. For
Okay.
your torch, you'll want 20 feet of dim light and 10 feet of bright light. And then when you do all that, you click Update Token. And you can also
There we
play
go,
around with the
thank you.
animations. I did that for a long time.
Okay. So Morgan is going to keep moving forward until she is just within range. Which I think it was what, 30 feet for her to intimidate?
Line of sight, and yeah,
Yes.
it's basically line of sight. So they need to be able to see you, and you need to be able to see them.
So, argument is that she could probably see using Quint's light.
Yeah, totally. They're within the dim light.
Be around there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see quite a few of them there.
And we're going to do Morgan's favorite thing, which is intimidate.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a gun, so you're considered medium. But good news is they're small
Yeah.
creatures, so you're still getting that +4.
That's what I figured. So it was worth the sacrifice of getting my full arm out.
Alrighty. 5 for a 19. Bull.
Gotta
Could
love
be
it.
better.
And then it's
Could
which
be
one
better.
are you
You can make it
intimidating?
a 20 if you use your.
This one here. Oh,
This
wait.
one, the one closest to you.
What?
Alrighty, so that's a.
It's showing she's got 5 skill ranks in Intimidate.
Ooh, that's not right.
Might have to double check that.
Is that coming from?
It's actually
What
saying
call
like
it?
5 skill
Yeah.
ranks, so I wonder if she might have over allocated there.
Shouldn't have-
5 and
What
then 3 from
happened?
last skill. That's right.
What's going on? What's going on here? Attributes, no. Features, no. Skills. There we go. Intimidate. Yeah, how do you have 5 ranks in it? That's crazy.
I don't think it actually enforces that.
The 1 per level.
Yeah, because you can only have up to your level. That's actually an 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But then you can
So
you got
yes,
one more
that's
skill
fine.
rank to invest however you see fit. So take care of
Okay.
that.
Mhm.
I think we talked about something
Yeah,
that we
it actually
wanted
doesn't
to
alter
do.
that.
Interesting.
So,
All right. Well, this one's got to beat an 18 on a will save, I believe, to resist. Is that how that works?
It's 10 plus wisdom plus CR.
10 plus wisdom plus CR. I'll intimidate.
I'm pretty sure.
You think I'd have this memorized by now?
Hit dice. 10 plus hit dice plus
DC is
wisdom.
10 plus the target's hit dice plus the target's wisdom mod. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then they
it's
don't
10
They
plus
don't roll
a
anything.
number. Okay, gotcha. That's right. They don't roll anything.
Yeah.
10 plus a number plus another number is
Yeah, and then that's whether or not she
Intimidated.
intimidates them.
so that means they are shaketh.
Shooketh. For 2
Shaken
rounds.
for 2
because thug.
rounds. Nicely done.
Well, actually, it would be more if she exceeded by 5 or more, but I doubt she did by that much.
10.
no, not with the, what was it, a 5 that I rolled?
18.
Yeah,
18 total.
18 total.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that
And that is Morgan's turn.
perfect. What does shaken do again? I always forget how that.
Minus
Oh,
2 on
yeah.
everything.
It's going to be helpful.
Basically everything.
Shake it. Okay. Cool. Cool. No doubt. All right. Well, that brings us to Tazzy Boy.
We'll see how well this works. But Tazik's going to stand up and provoke a bunch of attacks of opportunity.
You're gonna try to stand up.
Yeah.
And eat a bunch of AOs.
Yeah.
All right.
With a 26 AC, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It may risk the biscuit, but standing prone is just going to be.
When you're standing up from prone and you provoke, do they get the +4 to hit against
I
prone
think
or
so.
not? Because he's triggering it by
Yeah.
trying to not be prone,
He's
right?
still
So he is
effectively
prone when they
while he's
attack, I
trying to
think.
stand up. So you're actually at a 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
Yeah.
pretty darn good.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
A 22.
I could make
Oh
it.
no, only
Only
22
22.
AC.
I mean, let me see here. What do these
Tragic.
boys got here? I still have that on them. That's hilarious. No, yes, there. Trying to remember how this looks here. I haven't actually. Wait, I have their attack set up, don't I? Oh no. Dio. What's going on here? This should work. I mean, I'm not... Because I think I can still try to trip him while he tries to stand up. Right? You can do a maneuver.
No, because
Yeah,
he's
that's
prone
right,
at the
that's
time
right.
of your AOO, so you
Yeah.
can't prone him
Yeah, if
again.
I'm taking the
I've
minus
run into that
4, I'm
issue
not.
before.
All right.
I'm not taking that.
Well, that
Yeah.
means... Huachakacha.
I also think that was the wolf issue in
Perfect. Okay,
in 3.5.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you could get perma-tripped and have no opportunity to get out of it.
Oh, man. The
That's why
22...
I'd take them.
22 hurts.
Yeah.
I'm also drawing something out of my bandolier. Hey, one hit me.
All right, so that means you take 3 damage. Sheesh.
Can I blind it? Grab my token.
3 damage. All right. So you've taken your move action, and you are no longer prone-a-roni.
Yes. And while I was moving, I drew my pistol, or my dragon pistol, from my endless bandolier.
Oh, the dragon.
now-
pistol. Who would have guessed?
We have the bang bangs. Yeah.
Clack, clack.
So, I can get 6 of them.
I count 4.
Not that one?
Nope. At least according to like the thing that highlights. 'Cause
I've got 5 highlighted right now.
I got 5 spaces highlighted.
Because
Oh, fair enough.
radius starts from a corner, so
This
it's
one, there's
starting from
nothing
the
there.
corner.
This one, there's nothing there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Doesn't Tazak have a thing that boosts his range though? With or is that
Oh,
not
wait,
yet?
I might with that. Let me...
Because I think we missed that before, right? There was or no, I don't remember if it was something about
think
range
it
or
was
damage, one or the
damage.
other
That
that
sounds right.
we were missing before on Splash. You might be damage on Splash
No, I
weapons.
think you
Or on.
might be right. Let me just... too many... Tazak has too many moving parts.
Is that an air of regret?
I mean, yeah, kinda. If I was building him again, I'd probably not do the subclass, like the 3 subclasses. Yeah, I think you're right. The gun chemist improves his, but
No, it's just damage. It's just a damage modifier. If a gun chemist uses alchemical ordnance to make a scattering shot with a weapon with scatter, each creature in the area instead takes additional fire damage equal to your alchemical ordnance's minimum damage.
I thought I had something else too from.
I'm just gonna go crack the
So-
door because Tilly's trying to be put to bed, and Hennessy's like singing at my door. So
I think it might actually be part of my gunslinger. It might actually be part of the gunslingers. My musket master, or not musket master, my siege gunner. I think it's siege gunner, but that might not be this level. I'm just trying to remember this now.
Yeah.
Siege gunner. Yeah, it's next level. I can get 5 feet expansion, so it's just that one.
Yes, that's right.
yeah, definitely good thing I did this now.
Yeah, because if I measure from the edge of my square, so it's, hold on.
It's a 15 radius
cone,
cone. Yeah, so I think that what we've got on the screen there is correct. I think it's those 4.
Because that's from the edge of my. So I'm highlighting 5 from the edge of my my square.
I only see 4 still. Where are you getting this 5th one?
So it's showing me. Where's it ping? This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one
There's
in the 5.
there's one in front of you.
Oh, did one of the dead ones not get moved
Yeah,
on his
because I'm
screen?
seeing one directly in front of me,
Oh,
right there.
Do you see one marked as dead
It's
right here?
not marked as dead.
that's bizarre. I think you
that's
reload,
why.
I guess, because like there's nothing there.
Maybe. Okay, then that's why
there's
I'm
nothing on my
saying
screen.
5, and
Okay.
we're in this confusion.
Yeah. Okay.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Well, let's watch him melt 4 in one shot, and let's see how many can emerge from the basement.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it is an XP grinder. Wait until Tazik gets to double wield pepperbox pistols.
Good.
Wait until Tazik gets to double wield pepperbox pistols and increase their range by 5. That's some Helsing shit there.
So like concerned, waiting for this
So waiting.
roll.
I have to reload. I'm coming back in. But it is.
It's fine. They're
They'll be
fine.
fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. It's fine. It's all fine now. I may be doing slightly too many things with my computer right now. And that's what's slowing it down.
Hey,
Don't be doing-
don't be doing that. Don't be doing the privately roll the dice nonsense.
What-
Get that shit out of here.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
Nah.
Must have been the wind.
Dwarven wares.
The jet will give you jitters.
Don't worry, it was only a natty 20. It's fine.
That's good.
Oh, good. You wasted that.
Yep, got it out of the way.
Knock that out of the
There
RNG
we go.
pool.
That's better.
That's exactly.
Because that's how that works.
You're a programmer.
That's why
That's
it
exactly how it works.
I mean, in roll 20, computer RNG, yeah, kind of is. in
But
a lot
they
of cases.
literally split a light beam or something.
Or.
Or something. Yeah, or something. Definitely of the or something
Oh,
variety.
I'd probably do. Let's delete that one.
This guy who told me to buy NFTs once told me that they split a light beam every time you hit the roll button.
Yeah, so I'll probably shoot at those 4 there. Which are. You know what? I know one's intimidated, so I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't do that. There's 4.
Oh.
I do those 4 and miss the intimidated one. Just for. This will terrify it more if all of its allies die.
That's the other thing. Did the shaken come through when you were rolling the attacks opportunity? For that one guy?
Yeah, give yourself 3 health back.
I think that's because I reloaded.
No, you actually did have the shaken.
Oh, I did have
D.
the shaken. Oh yeah, because he's on the yeah.
To the first one.
Okay,
To the first
so
one. Yeah, you're good.
Let's roll.
I was just checking the rolls.
Double dragon.
That's right. I have the thing there, so it automatically
Don't
does
need
that for
anything
me.
else. That's all. Oops.
Yeah, it should
Oh,
it
I'm
should
out
be
of
anyway.
ammunition, come on.
No ammo.
Oh yeah, because I have to actually select.
That'd be
That'd
fun.
be hilarious.
Yikes.
I did run out of ammo once. It's never happening again.
All right, so with the 10, what does that
So-
turn
So it's a 17 for damage.
Mhm.
And let me pull up Dragon's Breath real quick. And read you the description. It's a deck save. It's not a roll for attack.
to? Okay.
Oops, that's a spell, not a cartridge. There we go. The cartridge contains alchemical compounds, yada yada yada. The non-magical flame deals 2d6 points of fire damage to all targets within the cone of the scatter. Firearm DC 15 reflex save for half. And because it forces a saving throw if you roll a 1 with either of the damage dice. The firearm misses. I did not. And yeah,
So 15 reflex for half.
15 reflex for half of 17 damage.
Cool. That's 1.
Ooh.
That's 2.
Ooh.
Get those crits out of the way now.
That's full damage.
Yeah.
And
One more.
one more.
Oh! Melted.
That was honestly
That-
fairly
it was
average.
Dead average.
All right. So we got
Slightly above with the 17.
these two.
Fair.
Oop, no, get rid of that. Give that one.
Only very slightly.
Get that one.
It's like you melt 2 of them, and the other 2 get
Ha-
solidly singed.
How much damage was it? Set.
17.
17
so
halved.
half would be 8.
So 8.
Perfect. All right, and that's their turn, right?
Yes. Oh, Tazik just screams, "I am fire!" in Goblin at them.
And they scream back, "We are Legion!"
Bring it!
Arrow.
Your mother. What?
Uh-huh. All right, so that's that one, and now it's these boys' turn. So he's shaken, but he can still move with the shaken condition. That's no problem. So let's get this. Let's get the obvious
Morgan has boarding pike, so
out of the way.
lovely attacks of opportunity.
Go control. C.
Yep.
Yeah, too bad she's not within range of any of them.
He's one
I'm-
step out. Still,
Yeah.
And we're going to.
still one step out.
What happened there? My stream camera just.
Oh, it just blipped. Yeah, you gone.
What
Right.
happened?
Not the
What
stream.
happened there? Oh, dude.
Think
Oh,
of the
man.
viewers.
Uh-oh.
What time is it? It's 10:05.
It is 10:05.
Well, no, I gotta finish up this turn, and the people need to see the turn, of course. So let me just. Completely bizarre. But we're back.
I don't see it in the player list yet, but if it's loading in, you're
Yeah.
probably okay.
I mean, it's showing live on my thing, so let me move something.
Yeah.
Tazik, I'm just gonna move you just see to make sure that the feed is
Okay.
live.
Yep, you're moving.
It is
I provoke
not
7 attacks of opportunity
moving
and
on
die.
the camera though.
Yeah, can confirm Tazik
Yeah,
is not.
Cam is still not showing
There
in
you
the
go, it's
player
telling me I need
list.
to log in again, so let me just do that then. Nope, not that one. Alright, there we go. We back. Alright.
The public must see the
Back out of the
goblins
game.
Finish
melt.
off this round and then we'll call it until next week
Yeah.
with top of the initiative.
Sounds good.
Alright, so now
Makes
these
sense.
two. So this guy wants to be here. And this guy would have been there. Okay, so these two moved up to fill in the blanks. And then 2 more came in. This guy is actually going to retreat backwards and replace himself with one of the fresh blood that just came in. And then over here,
meat.
we're going to have this guy right here is going to grab his friend and pull him out of the grease and plop him right here. And then he's going to take his move action to stand up. And that's going to give him the free ability to do so. And then second and third verse are same as the first. And these ones get dragged out of the grease and moved back up. And there we go. So a little broken, a little less ideal of a situation, but Tazak can still eat 3 attacks right now, or 3 trip attempts.
Yeah. 3 or 2?
No, because this guy 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
I forgot about the diagonal.
So let's see if we can actually trip you early on this time and not like after 6 tries.
He's still at 17.
Oh, now there you go.
Ooh.
Which means that now these two get the bonus to attack you. And
Make sure you hit me with prone.
oh, yeah. Give you the
Online.
prone. Whoop. And then right there. I don't even need to. What was it to select again? It's shift click? No. It was, how do I select you?
If you
Target?
click the
Oh,
thing,
that's
you
right.
can click. Shift click
That's
selects
right,
multiple.
And then I click that. Right? That target you? No. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I see the red dot.
And so this guy can just horse chopper you. He can try.
I can try.
He's probably not going to succeed, but he can certainly try.
Certainly try.
Yeah.
That's fine, though. 'Tis what it is. And then... where are we going again? Oh, yeah, and this one just goes like that. Ooh, we got close there.
20
20 does
does
not
not
hit.
hit.
You know, just fishing for a crit is what we're doing here.
Yeah, exactly it.
And then that'll bring us to next on initiative, which I believe is Eldon.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah, similar to the last one, Eldon's gonna 5-foot step forward, move action to damage the goblin in the same square. So that's 14 with reflex 18 for half.
Reflex 18 for half on this guy right here. Whoop.
Yep.
All right.
Rest in pieces.
Those not to make
Blah,
half.
blah, blah. He is officially and unequivocally bled.
Bad. Alrighty, and
That
then
thing fizzles the next turn, right? Yeah.
at the start of my next turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's not going to do damage again. It's acting as a vision blocker right now, in that square. And then for my standard, there we go. Bring that back. We are going to go with, what do I want to do here? Yeah, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to do the same kind of idea, and instead we are going to grease this 2x2.
Ooh, that's a lot of grease.
So I will throw that. You betcha, buddy. 4 minutes
4
apiece, by the
minutes
way.
apiece, my goodness.
Yerp. So yes, so those 3 need to make the DC 16 reflex or do a fall down.
Hey, finally.
1 up.
2 up.
2 up.
That's 2 up.
Oh.
Oh my god.
One
Thank
down.
God. One down.
One gobbo has gone prono. Alrighty. Nicely done. Excellent turn. Anything else? Alrighty.
That is it.
Quint.
All right. So now that these legionary goblins are within view, Quint will aim his light crossbow and fire. Now, if I'm firing into dim light, that's probably a negative. So, I guess he could, 5-foot step up. Okay, beautiful. And then he's going to take a shot at the goblin that is here. I can just select them. Do the one right in the middle since it's kind of closest to the most people. And he's just going to take a shot with his crossbow. Nothing fancy, nothing too special. Probably not gonna do much, except for instantly kill him.
If you somehow.
Nice. That's a total of a
Doesn't
14.
Quint also? He's doing a ranged attack.
Correct. Yes.
Does he
He
provoke
does.
from there because he's within reach?
Yep.
Does that change your action at all?
So, can I shoot into
Yes.
dim light? Then I don't move forward. Given that I spent the last 3 turns slowly
Actually, I'm
moving
fairly
forward,
confident
I
you can.
will
Wait, now
go ahead.
you got me.
Yeah.
Does Quint have low light vision?
As a halfling, I don't believe so. Double checking, but
I'd say halflings should have low light vision.
I don't think they do.
yeah, they're very human.
And so there's just a 20% mischance. So, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, no, I'll shoot into dim light. That's significantly better than eating a AOO.
3 AOs,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 3.
So I will happily fire with a 20% mischance. Does a 14 hit?
14. Well,
You have a +1.
I used it earlier
So-
for making
Oh,
that
right.
roll.
before I tell you whether or not the 14 hits, can you roll a D100
Let's do the
for me?
20%. Yep.
20 or less.
It's always good to verify
All right,
that.
perfect.
44.
44. So you do
That's
get to hear the satisfying clink of your bolt bouncing off the goblin's shield.
Cool. Move in action. Reload his crossbow, and he'll actually take a 5-foot step back.
All right. That brings us to.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Tazik, you took 3 points of damage earlier. Is anyone else hurt, 5 or more damage? Nope. Okay. Tazik, you just took the 3 so far.
Yeah, just the 3.
All
Nothing
right.
else.
That's Quint's turn.
All right, Morgan.
All right. Morgan is going to take a 5-foot step, I think is all she needs.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to attack using her boarding
This
pike.
guy right here. All
Yeah.
right. Impress me. At 4 for a 14 with that boarding pike. Two-handed weapons, let me tell you. Love to see it. So you're 14.
Think Morgan has her +1 if she wants to use it.
No, I
She used
used
it
it earlier.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Ah,
your
darn.
boarding pike,
keep
you step
forgetting.
in, you lunge forward with it, trying to find a weak point in the wall of goblins, and unfortunately, you cannot find purchase as your boarding pike just bounces off the creature's shield. The
Okay.
thing taunts you as it peeks up from above it and goes "Meh," and sticks its tongue out at you. And I believe that brings us to top of initiative. So, I
That's
think
what
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
break
break
here.
at.
Yeah.
We are
makes sense.
about a third through the encounter,
Sweet.
All right.
and
My remaining ammo, yes.
so we'll see what happens. See what happens here. You guys have killed 6 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully they're 400 experience each.
Sure are.
Yeah, I was going to say the silence means you guessed it
That's
exactly.
correct. 400 experience each. Actually, I think let me actually remedy this because they're supposed to be that. Oh boy. 400
They're barely tissue paperish, so I imagine not. But
I think we might be
A
at
rat
400
can
XP
help.
total before splitting it among the four of us.
yeah. I mean,
We're rocking a solid 125 XP each right now.
I also kind of feel like Dio might add how quickly do you kill my mooks?
I'm actually kind of disappointed with how you
Reduction.
guys have done so far. I'm not gonna lie, I expected more razzle dazzle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't got all the big razzle dazzle yet.
That's the
It's too
thing.
early.
We don't have that much of like crowd control.
The AoE, I need 2 more levels for big AoE.
Yeah.
Quinn
Realistically,
is-
I need
sorry.
2 as well. Or well, actually, 1 would get me a lot more
Well-
AoE, but
The last words I'm going to leave the live camera for, the live stream for, is that running away is always an option.
I mean,
Nah, son.
not until we clear out enough of them to actually kind of sort of get an experience bonus.
Well, see what happens.
Like we might have 77